Hey! Oh, I guess this is on.
What we gotta do is...
What?
Pants on!
Well, let's start.
We gotta roll the... Oh, we started, baby.
Oh, shit! Oh, no! It's the dice!
I'm Dexter.
I'm Boss!
I'm Oxnard.
Welcome to the season finale of Better Call Saul.
Called
Yay!
Winner! Right? Winning?
Yeah,
Yeah, winner.
Winning.
What a-
Na.
What a roller coaster ride of an episode.
There were some losers in winner. They're winning. Oops, I messed it up.
Fuck
for
that
you.
up.
Oh, man.
Now.
Yeah.
Before we forget, we said right at the very beginning of this episode, we would roll the die for the question that was put into the hat.
Thanks
that
to
we
the
pulled,
inventor.
which
Pulled it
was
too late.
roll
Ruined
a
it.
d20. If you roll 1 through 10, you must talk like Mike from Better Call Saul for the remainder of the podcast. So,
I don't want to.
we shall... Oh, let's do this right away.
I'm ready.
We were very gravelly tonight.
I just drank a beer.
I've got allergies. All right.
I'm not feeling up to it too
Who wants to
much.
go first?
I'll do it.
Oxnard's going first. Catch. I'm throwing this dice across the room. Let's see how this goes.
I can't.
3. 2. Oh, I caught it.
2-1.
3.
Throws it on 2.
So what do I have to roll?
Just roll the dice.
Roll the d20 and I'll tell you. No, if you get a 1 through 10, you're Mike. It's a 20.
Man,
He finally
he's eight
fucking
Mikes.
rolls a 20?
I rolled
Natural
a 20.
20, everybody.
And I don't get to
Great,
be
you
Mike.
go, you
I don't
go.
feel like I won anything.
Boss is going. That's a 6. You gotta talk like Mike for
Ah!
the entirety of
Hey,
the
whoa,
podcast.
what was that? I never heard Mike go like that.
Alright, now Dexter rolls.
This is gonna be ridiculous.
19, so just him.
So just Boss.
Oh, the one who can't even do the voices.
I
Good.
think that's the best
Yeah.
part. All right.
Alright,
Well, tonight we have a special guest, obviously.
Jonathan Banks is with
Jonathan
us.
Banks has joined us. How was it right
Jonathan,
here, John?
thank you for coming to the show.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, I thought when we spoke on the phone earlier, you made it seem like you were a big fan.
Yeah,
How
you
was
flew
your Uber over here to the studio?
Get on with the show.
Wow, all right, you heard it.
Have you listened to us before, Mr. Banks?
I try not to.
He tries not to, but it's forced upon you all the time.
Well, he's getting a pretty big paycheck from us. I don't know if he scrounged around $9,000, but there you go.
Exactly, $9,000 to the cent.
And he gets to drink all our beer. Well,
That's right.
we're sorry Boss can't join us tonight. He's
That's a shame.
he's traveling the Grand Canyon.
It's a shame.
The Grand Canyon. Oh yeah.
Is
He's taking a donkey ride from the beginning to the end of the Grand Canyon.
Yes.
either of your names Walter? I come
Sadly,
back
no.
to the voice when I say Walter. You know, Walter.
Anyway,
saying, well,
episode
that's
starts
how I
off
bring
in the
it
past
home.
with a bunch of tone-deaf motherfuckers.
Not Ernie.
Dexter, you probably really connected with this scene, right?
I did?
I
Yeah.
don't
Why?
really laugh.
You're tone-deaf. You can't hit a note.
That's not true.
You know that's not true. This is how I do it. Yeah.
This is how I karaoke.
Better Call Saul.
My ears are bleeding.
Yeah, what did you think about this episode? This scene in particular?
You had to do something pretty bad in this episode, Mr. Banks.
I
Well, let's
like
talk about the
shooting
singing.
people.
You love it? It didn't seem like it. Should we jump right to
Well,
that?
He was a nice German fella. Sometimes
It was a mensch, huh?
Mr. Banks, what do you feel about being blacklisted on YouTube? I wanted to bring
Well,
this up.
Stop trying to save Mr. Banks.
It's a
Oxnard.
damn
Starring
shame.
Tom Hanks.
When the man brings you down, it's just like back in Philly, when the Sarge wouldn't promote the fellas who didn't play
you
by
talking
the
about
So
rules.
wait, Jonathan Banks, you were actually a police officer in Philadelphia?
Of course.
Man,
Wow, he's really doing what he knows.
incredible.
He knows what to do with what he knows.
Pants on and off.
You're always a cop, no matter what kind of pants you're wearing or not wearing.
Always
is what
wearing
you're
the
saying.
badge.
Move along.
Now, what was your rank? What was your highest rank that you achieved?
Move along.
Oh,
Is that
right,
what you
move
said to
along.
people when they were trying to take a peek at a crime scene?
Or selling drugs right in front of your face?
Move along. Nothing to see. I
Or
don't want to do my
like
job.
if somebody guy killed his girlfriend right in front of you, you just say move along.
No, we should have done. We should have had it also. You have to be either Mike, or talk like Howard, or talk like Salamanca.
Well, we can still roll if you and I want to roll.
Yeah, but it seems might cheapen the whole deal. What do you
Salamanca
think?
doesn't
What do you think,
talk
John?
anymore.
I think it would cheapen it. The moment's passed.
Salamanca can't talk. He just goes.
But the hat questions.
No.
The hat's still there.
It just does weird. Oh, there.
Oh!
Salamanca.
Oh yeah.
Gotta
Now,
tell my boss
Oxnard,
Hector's
you enjoyed the episode,
around.
didn't you? Ah, yeah. See, that's one ding for yes, nothing for no.
Interesting.
Under interesting?
He's in distress.
I was really shocked that no one can sing except for Chuck, who belts it out perfectly
Well,
and
you know,
beautifully.
Michael McKean is actually a very talented
Douchebag.
musician. Yeah, musician.
Oh.
Wasn't this like such a heartwarming thing though? I was like,
Oh yeah, and I can't believe
actually,
they slept together in the bed. Man, that's
I
weird.
know they both had boners. I assume
Singing ABBA.
because they are. They
That-
woke up with brother boners.
What are your
That
feelings
lawyer's
on
nothing
ABBA?
but trouble.
I hate ABBA.
I
No,
love.
I don't.
ABBA.
I don't hate ABBA. I don't care about ABBA.
Why don't
ABBA?
you care about
ABBA?
ABBA?
I just don't really like it.
It's
It
like
doesn't do it for me.
Australia's greatest gift to the United States.
Australia.
Yeah, they're
They're
Australian.
fucking Swedish. I thought.
No.
Huh?
Look it up. Look it
Yeah,
up.
I will look it up. I think you're wrong, Jonathan Banks.
There
What do
was
you
something
think?
in the air that
Can you sing an
night.
ABBA
The
song for us?
stars were
I know
bright.
they're not German. Auf Wiedersehen.
ABBA are a Swedish pop group formed in Stockholm in 1972 by Agnetha Falskog and Bjorn Ulvaeus, Benny Andersson, and Annie Friedlingstrom.
All right, so what group am I thinking of from Australia?
Tom Jones.
It's not unusual to put a shrimp on the Barbie.
Barbie.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
Oi!
Tasmanian devils are ripping off my balls. Da-da-da-da.
She's a Sheila. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What's new, kangaroo?
Oi.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, kangaroo? Man, I wish I took
Sorry,
notes.
Tom.
Because he listened with a single tear running down his Jonesy face.
My legacy is disgraced.
Oh, no.
Oi.
Oh, that's just awful. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh no! Oh no!
I'm in Australia now. G'day, mate.
So, Jimmy starts talking about nipples.
He's
Naturally,
drunk.
do your nipples go all pointy bowie?
The man is clearly
Have you ever been so
intoxicated.
drunk that someone needed to help you get to bed and you can barely walk?
I have been that drunk, but I have done it. I've never had the help,
I just
but I have
that's
been that
as
drunk.
Never had the help.
No, I have been. I've never been like. I'm gonna sound like Brett Kavanaugh here, but I've never been blackout drunk. But
that's
I've
not fun.
I've been so drunk where like I'm like, oh my god, like I've like passed out, like I just fell asleep like in the bathroom. This was like years ago. I think this is one of the first times I ever got drunk. That's why.
Oh, okay, I thought this
You
was like
have a
last week or
problem.
something.
No. Over the years, I've.
Dexter needs
Oh
help.
no. I mean, I've been drunk where I've been sick and everything, like, and then you get hungover and stuff.
Right.
But only like when you first when you've gotten drunk because you don't know like what your limit is, you know, at all.
Because of the
When
implications.
because you're 13 and you
You made some bad
you
decisions.
stole a bottle of liquor. No, no, because you know, like in high school or whatever, and you have drinks, but you have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
So you're trying. Oh, I'll try this, and I'll try this whiskey, and I'll try this gin, and I'll have this beer, and whatever. And
the first thing I
like
ever
fell asleep
drank-
in the bathroom,
Yeah.
and then I woke up after throwing up. And I definitely like somehow like dragged my way to a couch. You know what I mean? But
Oh,
but that's it. So I've definitely been that level of intoxicated, but I've never had to have somebody actually help me. I've always been able to pull myself up by my own drunken bootstraps.
That's good.
How about you,
well,
Jonathan Banks?
Jonathan Banks, have you been that drunk?
there was a time when I faked it so that I could avenge my son's death.
I didn't
Okay.
realize that Jonathan Banks actually had these things happen to him.
He reads the scripts and then goes out and makes it happen for real.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
Yeah, take that, Daniel Day-Lewis, the so-called
Daniel
method actor.
Day-Lewis.
Completely unrelated to this
Robert
television
Suck
show.
Nero.
Yeah, Johnny Dope.
They casted me for the part
Marlon Fucko.
because I already did it.
That's what Vince Gilligan knew, that you committed these illegal acts.
Barbara Tryhard.
He better keep quiet.
Bet Shitler.
George Looney. Tom Lose.
Ugh.
Fuck is happening? I think it was a
I
gas
don't know
leak.
if I
Anthony
could take an hour
Hopkins.
of this torture. How does Boss do it?
Tom Thanks Not.
We'll never know.
Tom, no thanks.
No thanks.
Sean Fuckery. Oh, man. These are getting worse every second.
To the hat. Oh my God, that was the biggest yawn I've seen Jonathan Banks ever do.
Jonathan Banks, we've seen him yawn many times.
You
But that was
know,
definitely the biggest
Here's
one.
a question.
a little pimento loaf could really pick me up right about now.
I think it could pick us all up.
Yeah.
Sadly,
Oxnard.
Oxnard does not have any.
Ah!
But would you like some vodka?
Don't mind if I do.
I have Pabst, the cheapest beer you can buy.
Yes. Help yourself, please. And he's gone. Well, Boss wrote this question because it's
Oh,
all
boy.
typed up. By the way, later in the episode, I have a special problem-solving problem for you guys.
Okay. Now stay tuned to the end because we're going to talk about the state of the channel.
Yes!
Because we need some help.
Yeah, that sounded like we were going to give it up.
No,
We're
we're
not
never
gonna do that.
Never
Don't
giving
worry.
it up.
Don't
Don't
worry.
worry about that.
The inventor.
Unless one of us dies out of nowhere, then
No, if I die, I want you guys to keep going.
oh, we're going to keep going. You have no say in that, but I'm just
Gee,
saying.
I can't believe they're going to keep going without me. That wasn't the answer I wanted to hear at
Just
all.
keep going. We allow empty silence as though like you're talking.
Dexter, what do you think? Oh, that's right. He's dead.
Good God, it's so sad.
Where's the booze?
It's in the freezer.
Oh.
I like my vodka ice cold.
Yeah, but man, you got to be careful because
You ever have warm vodka? It's
Oh,
disgusting.
it's horrible. It's like drinking nail polish. But
Yeah.
one time it was so cold, and I like took like a gulp. Oh, and it chilled my throat. I was like, oh, I gotta let this warm up a little bit.
It's like drinking like
It was just like
liquid
a-
nitrogen or something. You like completely froze in place.
It was like a tiny little sip, and it threw it back. Oh man, I gotta learn how to drink.
That was one time I remember you drank vodka like water. It was like water to you. And
Yeah, that was
boy,
a
did
mistake.
you
How
get
come no
drunk.
one stopped me? Couldn't you?
I did try and stop you. We were trying to stop you. That's when you said the famous line. We were all hanging out. This is, oh my God, this is so many years ago.
This is a long time ago. Yeah.
10 at least years ago.
We were
I
watching
think.
baseball in your backyard. Your dad was there.
Yeah, and then we were in the backyard. Then we transitioned to the basement. We might have been playing we were going to play some video games or something or other. Anyway, we're all
I had,
hanging
like-
out, having a good time,
I had beer and a pint.
and a pint of Smirnoff.
That was just drinking like it's
Yeah,
water.
and we're like, wow, you're really, but you were taking like glug 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 glug. There was like bubbles coming from the from that little plastic
glad
flask
I
thing that gives you.
curtailed
And we were like,
that.
wow, Oxnard, you're like, you're really that's a lot. What are you doing? You're like, this is nothing. This is like water to me. So, so we did say something.
Okay.
You brushed us aside,
No,
and
I
then
think the big
of
problem-
course, then we're downstairs. We're playing some games, and you were sitting in this very comfy chair, and I could see it happening. And
Well, no,
your
I'm-
eyes kept closing on you, and you kept like snapping yourself awake. But I knew you were a goner.
No, and I also the room was spinning, and I was
Yeah,
like, okay,
the spins.
and I had to get out because I knew this was going to be bad.
That's the
The last
worst.
thing I want to do is
the
throw
worst.
up around anyone.
Oh yeah, no, me too. It's the worst. That is the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah, but I guess early on in your drinking life, you do that, and you
Exactly.
learn. Yeah.
Oh, we used to play at this friend's house. Obviously, I'm not going to mention his name. I haven't even talked to this kid in a long time.
Here
But we
we
would
go.
have like a kind of a card game, play poker and stuff like that in his backyard over the summer. and I would get fucking shit-faced all the time. And I couldn't, like, I'd be like, all right, I don't want to get drunk. I hate being super drunk.
Lightweight.
But then I'd be like,
I
I
have
have
to be there,
to get, like, a
Jonathan.
ride home,
Listening to
and
guys
I'd
talking
be
about how they got
puking.
drunk.
You know what I mean? It was awful. It's the most
pathetic.
awful feeling.
It's horrible.
But you're young and you're stupid.
Two are too
See, the big thing, especially when you get older, is that
drinkers.
hangovers are the last thing you want is that hangover.
Oh, God,
and your
yeah.
body can't take it anymore. Like, if I drink too much, I'm like gone for like 2 days. It's like my body just doesn't recover
Yeah.
for like 2
And
days.
if I'm sick
This
from
is
drinking,
delicious.
oh, it's good vodka, isn't it? Yeah, be careful now. Be careful.
Yeah, that cost me $1
This
from
is
the store.
new,
that glass.
this is New Amsterdam vodka. They actually make it's not expensive. I got a
Mike
gigantic, massive bottle,
approved.
like a handle, for $20. And
By the way, out
they
there
make
in the
gin.
audience, if you have a drinking problem, seek help. Go on, Dexter.
Oh yes, please don't drink and drive either. Never do that. Just a quick PSA.
This is why we're blacklisted on YouTube.
Talking about our drinking
They
escapades.
called their show a Better Call Saul review show. They're talking about getting drunk at parties.
pulling questions out of a hat.
Live and let live, YouTube.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, New Amsterdam vodka and gin is extremely flavorful and very inexpensive. It's
Now, can I ruin it by squeezing
no.
disgusting sodas into it?
No. I use a mix of there's this different seltzers you can get, like Polar, I think is the company. They make all
I
different
get
seltzers. They make all
Polar.
different tonics.
I like
and they have like a
Polar
Tom
lemon
Collins
flavors.
mix.
I like tonics, but they're weird, man.
tonics have a lot of calories. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
it's so
It's
weird for
good
something
for
that has so
my
little taste.
indigestion.
I guess it's just the feeling of that sweetness feels good when you
and the
mix-
quinine, the quinine.
yeah,
whatever.
Because I've tried diet tonic, and that I don't know what that is.
I don't
What
like
hell
any
spawn
diet.
that
Any diet
ass
drink
came
is
from.
disgusting to me. But they make all different kinds, and they have a one ton. I think it's a tonic or a seltzer, but it's bitter lemon, and it's delicious. And so this vodka is very flavorful, and the gin too, very flavorful on its own, but
going.
also great for mixing. Anyway, here's Boss's question that he put in the hat.
Second that.
It is 50 years from now.
It is.
Am I alive?
Cyborgs exist. The hipsters are dead. Those two
Fuck
facts
those
may be
hipsters.
related. Cyborg tech has had a 90% reduction in cost! Exclamation point.
Wow, it's like the new game from.
Do you
CD
join the
Projekt Red.
fad?
Just imagine the savings.
Explain your augmentations.
Well, I think definitely within 10 years, like iPhones or whatever Apple, it's going to be a contact lens you just put in your eye or something like that.
Ooh.
And then it's not going to be too long after that when you can
Well,
just,
now, see, if you want to be a cyborg, if you wanted to stay within this scenario, would you
implanted.
replace your actual eyeball with an eye?
if I could afford it and it was
Apple eye.
like, maybe not an Apple one, but just like
Hey.
a bionic eye or something. Yeah, that could be.
Listen,
Yes,
Mike-
Jonathan Banks.
Mike Hermantraut is perfect already.
It's
you
Herman
imagine-
Trout. I didn't realize. I thought it was Erman Trout.
Hermantraut.
We've been
But
saying
now
it
you-
wrong. It's Herman Trout.
you pronounce
What a revelation! I love it.
Better Call Saul with
You
STS.
pronounce the H.
You do pronounce the H.
Most people get it wrong.
I see. That must be very frustrating for you.
I just ignore it.
Oh, you just ignored it. I was going to say, how do you react? But you're very polite.
Now, if Boss were here, I could
It's
say
been years.
I could say to Boss, like, Boss, imagine making like miniatures, but you have a bionic eye, so you can zoom in,
Ooh.
and then maybe have little finger alteration, so that now you don't your hands don't shake at like a
Oh,
microscopic level.
like in the Ghost in the Shell anime, when like the woman's gonna
Yeah.
type on the computer and then her fingers like break apart into
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
dozen different android fingers.
you can just do tiny, beautiful. little
Imagine playing the
creations.
piano with those. Holy Toledo!
Oh man, or
Take
having
that,
sex with a
Chopin!
girl.
Rachmaninoff! Ha ha! What do
you know
you
it's
say
gonna
to
be-
that, Jonathan Banks? What alteration would you have?
Sounds like that would scare your lover.
Not if she has it too.
Wait till she sees my bionic penis.
Oh yeah, 4 of them. One on my forehead,
Oh yeah, I also have a trumpet attached.
one
to
on
the
each
end.
ass cheek, and one in the front.
This man has a bionic ass. He shits microchips and then uses them to make satellites.
Sounds,
future.
Sounds like a Brazzers porn title.
Oh, hot cyborg MILFs use their big robotic tits to seduce boys with 10-inch
Innocent minds.
cyborg cocks.
Oops, I did your robotic mom and nutted in her
Ear.
hard drive.
We're definitely blacklisted now.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. If anyone,
shit.
we got timed out of the on-demand part. If anyone hasn't done this yet, this will be some good fun. Party, a good fun
Yeah,
at
if
a
you're drinking
party,
with your friends.
or with your friends, or your
A
girlfriend,
real
or your boyfriend.
We're not saying watch porn
No,
together.
no, just go to the porn channel, read the titles, and read the descriptions.
Yeah, just go to
because
the porn channel.
words that they use to avoid saying, like bad words, whatever, vulgar.
Pussy?
I think Donald Trump was just in the room.
Wiener?
It's actually saying that is better than the words that they use.
Yeah,
They
tight
say
pink, wet
slits. It's disgusting,
dripping,
but it's hilarious
shafts,
at the same time.
pounding
I've talked about it
drills.
before. Years ago when I worked at an old-fashioned video store, we had the porno room where we made all our money, really. And we would get AVN magazine, and obviously we had tons of porno rentals, and the titles were the best part. And one of my favorites of all time were the
I have
serial.
a comment.
Okay, hold on, Jonathan Banks. Were the cereal spoofs? Cocoa Muffs
Right.
was the all-black girl one. Frosted Faces. You can imagine what that one was like, and so on and so forth. Use your imaginations, folks. Anyway, Jonathan Banks, I'm sorry, I had to get that disgusting anecdote out.
Cinnamon toast cunt. Is that one?
No, but that's awesome.
It sounds delightful.
Fucked loops. You all right, Oxnard? Oh man, the tables have turned. He's become me.
Hold on.
Okay, yeah.
that was close.
What's your serial porno spoof, Jonathan Banks?
Queerios.
Queerios. That's a gay one.
This has been offensive.
That's a gay. Well, that's good. Gay men or women. That's gay.
Back
Okay.
in my
You know what,
day,
one of my favorite- you know what-
that kind of joke
we had gay
would've
porn.
lit up a room.
We had gay porn in the store, and you know what? One of my favorite gay porn title was. It was a spoof.
Dexter and me.
It was a
I'm
spoof.
feeling
Of,
uncomfortable.
it was a spoof of the movie RoboCop.
Cock.
RoboCock.
Nice.
And the picture on the guy was a shirtless guy, totally buff, very nice looking body, and then he had the RoboCop helmet on.
Good.
That's essentially 90% of the outfit.
I would say so.
The helmet.
So now, would you get a robot penis if it was if you had the option? Let's say it's cyborgs. It's only
In
the only
50 years?
robotic thing that they can change for you is
Are
for
penises-
cyborgs is penises.
So our penises, are they even working in 50 years?
Maybe not. Maybe it's something. Maybe
Hold on.
maybe it's like children of men.
I could confirm that they're not.
All right,
Jonathan
time travel
Banks,
and
you've
Jonathan
traveled
Banks
to the future
to
and
investigate our
determined
penises.
that our penises
Well,
are
mine
intact.
Mine isn't.
You're alive in 50 years. It's incredible.
I've got that many years on you.
Jonathan Banks, I was just watching an episode of Deep Space Nine recently, and I noticed that you were in that episode. What'd you think of that? What was that like? Do you remember the one I'm talking about? When you're
Well-
on that planet where you're at war, and when you die, you come back to life?
I do. I got paid to do that.
Well, I would hope
Well,
so.
I would imagine
you are an
you did.
actor. It is your profession.
I mean, this was like episode 12 of Deep Space Nine, so I think they were paying actors for sure.
I don't give a shit as long as they pay me.
Oh, you don't care what you do.
Can you meet me in the bathroom, Mr. Banks?
Would you like to film
Well-
RoboCop 2, Mr. Banks?
Well, now I'm a famous actor, so
Well-
I can be picky.
I wouldn't go too crazy.
The most famous.
The most famous. Who's your favorite actor?
I have a comment.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Jimmy McGill was at the cemetery.
We should
and
probably start talking about this episode.
It's an hour and a half, so we do have a lot of place for Phil. Because this is what usually happens. We'll talk about the basic
Hold on,
beats.
Jonathan. Sorry.
We'll talk
That's
about the.
really rude.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. We'll talk about the basic beats of the story, blah blah blah, and just praise it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
then-
We don't have to just suck this show's dick like we're in RoboCop.
It's on in the background, and we'll get to it. It's an hour and a half episode.
It was very good.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm sorry, Mr.
Yes,
Banks.
Mr.
Please
Banks?
continue. Pray continue.
Jimmy McGill was at the cemetery doing his con.
Doing his
And-
Kong.
Con.
Oh,
He went to take a break,
yes.
and see Kimberly at the car.
Kimberly.
You would say Kimberly, wouldn't you? You would
Is
call
it
him by
really
the first
Kimberly?
name. Well, her name is Kim.
I
What
thought it
else
was
is Kim
Kim.
short for?
I thought it was just Kim. That's her name. Like, no Kimberly.
Just Kim?
Yeah, the people are named Kim.
Yeah, it's a last name.
No,
Like
first name.
Harold Kim from Star Trek Voyager. It's the only. It's the only.
Remember, put in that background Star Trek effect, Oxnard.
Oh yeah, there you go. Twice. That's 2 times you gotta do it.
Anyway.
Do you know anybody else named Kim that's just Kim?
Jimmy McGill?
I think there's a guy at work.
Oh, I guess is he Asian? I'm
Might
just
be.
curious. I don't mean that in a race to be.
I don't know,
racist.
it might be his last
Is that
name.
racist? I'm sorry if it was. If it was offensive.
Asking what your race is racist now?
No. Well, no, because of the name Kim. That just sounds like that would be a first name for an Asian man. to
Okay, so
me.
my last name was Hernandez. Would you assume I'm French?
Oh, no, God, no. No, you're Hawaiian, obviously.
My last name is Tetsuo.
You're Peloponnesian. Okay, go ahead.
I believe I had something to say.
Oh, did you? Can you
Spit it
speed
out,
Can you
Banks.
speed it up by any chance, Mr. Banks?
Well, Jimmy McGill
I guess that's a no.
took a break,
Yeah.
and he was
Had a
eating
bear claw.
He was eating a bear claw, but he
Looked
was
delicious.
leaning
Delicious
inside of the
animal
car
paws.
and getting all the crumbs inside of the car.
Now, can you abide that?
Why didn't he just back up and eat outside?
Because he
and
didn't
get
want-
the crumbs outside.
then
Well, he
would've
didn't want
been in the
people to
shot.
see him eating.
It was only about 6 inches difference. It wouldn't have been a big deal. That's what she said.
Oh, our other guest today is Salamanca. Don Salamanca showed up.
Hello, sir. Yes. Are you happy to be here? Oh. Oh, God, the stare he gives is terrifying. It's bone-chilling. Uh-oh. My bones are chilled. One of my favorite parts about this episode was and saddest parts about this episode, was when your character, Michael Hermantraut,
Ehrmantraut.
goes to... Oh, you said Herman before.
No.
And then I thought you said that you pronounced the H, and that people
No.
get it wrong when they don't say it. But now, was I misunderstanding you when you said that it is pronounced Hermantraut?
That was a joke.
Oh,
Are you named after a fish,
Joke's
sir?
on
a
you.
fish named Herman.
you got me! You got me!
Trout's delicious, though.
Is it, though?
I'm not a big fan of trout.
Like my
I'm
character.
a salmon dude all the way. I love salmon. That's got to be my favorite fish.
Oh, salmon is definitely...
Oh.
Tuna probably
The
the
number
Me
one
and
fish.
a couple salmon late at night with a bottle of New Amsterdam. Oh.
New Amsterdam. Now, what is that?
With a little pimento cheese.
What's New Amsterdam? Is that a wine?
Vodka.
Oh. I forgot. I went on a whole rant about the vodka.
So, John,
He is
When
drunk.
you said a bottle of it, it threw me off. Wow.
He's-
Oh, boy.
This,
Maybe I should have some more New
This-
Amsterdam vodka.
Cheers.
Ah, forget what you were talking about 5 minutes ago.
that was a terrible...
We definitely could have broken these glasses.
I'm expecting
You
that to
hit
break
the
anyway.
glass incredibly hard.
I don't
No,
mind.
you
At a
did,
terrible
Michael
angle.
Hermantraut, you
I
did.
didn't even move it.
All right, so Lalo.
Anyway, I like when he goes to the store, and I feel bad for Fred
Oh, the employee there?
because Lalo gets involved.
Now, did Lalo kill him? No,
all
right?
gingers
Oh,
are
yeah.
scum.
You think so?
He's fucking lifeless on the floor. He pointed a gun at him. Then when you see him again, you just see legs not moving, and you see blood on that guy's face.
Oh, I didn't notice the blood.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
It
Yeah,
was so
Lalo,
subtle.
In the last episode, he asked Nacho to bring him to where Fring keeps his chicken farms.
That guy
Yeah.
can really
And he was
shimmy up
observing him.
events.
Yeah, he was observing
And it was
that.
just a coincidence at that
Yeah.
moment that, you
Holy
know,
fuck.
Werner had made his escape, and everyone's in a panic, and Gustav thinks he's going to the police.
That
blah,
whole
blah.
thing was like that whole part of the episode where it's basically like the manhunt and
Oh, I love that.
Jonathan Banks, your character, is
Yes.
after him, and then the guy Lalo is following him.
I love how they
I
just
thought that-
interweave.
I
Did you
loved
like
every
my
second
gum
of that.
trick?
I did. I was like, where is this going? They always
Yeah.
get me with the stuff in the show. Where is
Always
this going?
have a pack of
And that character Lalo
spearmint
is
in
so.
your glove
He's my new
compartment.
favorite.
I
character
love
so
that
far.
guy.
I just love it when Fred turns around and he turns back. he sees that the tile ceiling is open. He's crawling through the vent
He's
like some
fucking
kind of,
insane.
like a monkey, and then he drops down with
So
a gun,
dramatically.
like Solid Snake.
And he sticks the landing.
Yeah,
I feel
It's
bad for
cool.
that kid. I really do. That was pretty tough, actually. Made me feel so uncomfortable. Because it's not just like in an action movie, like people die. It was just like it was so real. Like I just felt like, oh my god,
just like a young kid
this guy's
there.
this kid's just doing his job. First of all, he bent the
man.
rules. Mike got him killed.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I've had that.
it good?
Yes,
had
it's good.
it coming.
And you change the hard tacos to Doritos tacos.
Oh, I gotta go to Taco Bell.
Everybody we're talking about, we saw a commercial for the Taco Bell double crunch wrap.
Oh, they doubled it.
And I just started going on a diet. This is the problem. Today I started dieting because
You
I'm going to
kids
drop 15
man.
are
pounds.
gonna get some
I don't know if Taco
terrible
Bell does it.
diarrhea.
I want to eat that now so badly.
I don't know if Taco Bell does it, but a lot of places like Wendy's and stuff, they put the calories on the thing, so you can get like.
Yeah, I know, but
like
I'm on like a serious diet, like no fast food. I had
I
had like yogurt with granola and fruit today, and I had a salad, like a really healthy like spinach arugula salad, and I had some soup. And, you know, like I'm like I gotta drop 15 pounds, and tomorrow I'm beginning my workout regimen. All right,
Man, it's
and I
most-
gotta I'm so
Hey.
soft. It's time to tone up, drop some weight,
It's mostly
just
diet, man.
bought.
and also
It's
just
mostly diet.
no, it is mostly diet. That's what I'm saying. My diet has come. I'm completely changing it. This is what I always do. This, I go like for a year where I'm healthy, like really healthy. I'm in shape. I'm getting not like insane exercise, but I'm getting a healthy amount of exercise, and I'm eating healthy. And then all of a sudden, like I'll get sick or something, and then I stop doing that, and then I'm just like craving. I'm eating like
See,
the
if you're
most
doing that,
horrible
and-
food,
and then
I'm
you're
not
getting
exercising,
sick.
and then I get.
You know what I mean? If
Oh,
you-
just like a cold. I mean, a cold.
yeah, but
will
if
get
you have
me.
like a drastic change, maybe you're not getting the right nutrients or something. Maybe your immune
No,
system's up.
it's not like I'm getting sick. It's like I always get a cold. Like it's wintertime.
Okay.
My daughter's in daycare. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
but
a
kids
cold.
are germ free. You don't understand.
That's right. I forgot.
There's no germs with kids.
I gotta
in
stop
daycares.
licking her dirty diapers.
Oh, why? Hey, look, they put it on again.
You should.
Why, Taco Bell? You
Triple
torture me
it's a
so.
it says triple double.
First of all, when you pick it up, it weighs a fucking ton. It's so heavy.
I can't wait to shit this as I take my first bite.
Yes,
inventor.
Mr. Banks.
You should get some stretch cords. That's what I got.
Oh yeah, resistance.
Use
Oh
them
yeah,
all the
resistance. Yeah,
time.
yeah.
The
No, I
inventor,
mean,
do you
Do
have?
you
a-
have a
I-
column at home?
A column?
A column.
No, I don't. I
To
live in
put the cords
an apartment.
around.
The inventor, do you have Taco
No,
Bells
it
in,
works
in
really
Scotland?
good.
I'm actually looking this
We
up.
asked. And the inventor had answered. That's a good idea, though. Thank you, Jonathan Banks. No, but I have.
could step-
I have several workout areas, and.
You could step on them, but I like the...
Oh, there's a Taco Bell in Glasgow.
Oh, did you hear? Hold on one second. I want to get the inventor answered our question about how
Wow, their Taco Bell looks nice.
about that thing's answer. Did you see the thing about what happened when Krispy Kreme opened up in Ireland?
No.
It was like complete chaos.
Why?
Somebody
How?
said somebody had said in Ireland, so I don't know where in Ireland exactly. Probably, I'm assuming the Dublin area or some major populated area. But it's a 24-hour Krispy Kreme. It caused so much traffic. And residents were complaining.
24
and,
hours?
Yeah, they basically stopped 24 hours now. They don't do that anymore because it was madness.
It is madness.
And it was like just slow. It was awful traffic, all because of this Krispy Kreme opened up. And somebody was like, it was like they had never seen donuts before.
Yeah, but a Krispy Kreme donut, like when that red light's on and it's fresh, is
Oh
like
my
one of the
God.
most delicious
You're
things
watching
ever.
them being made.
And then you wait an hour, and it's like, ugh. what is
Wait till the Irish try have the cheeseburger that's made with instead of a bun, it's 2 Krispy Kreme donuts.
I guess as America, that's like our major exports.
I've
are
never had that.
Movies and horrible food ideas.
Look, the food is horrible, but it's delicious.
And yeah, it's just at American fare, like every like a Chili's or
Well, so what's
like chicken
the thing?
tenders,
Is it
burgers.
Dallas? That's that big state fair where it's like the competition for fried foods.
Oh yeah.
And
Like Carnival
the one
Eats, that
guy,
show?
he would he won. The winner of the competition, he did like fried Coca-Cola.
Yeah, fried
Like this is where
Coca-Cola.
like fried Oreos come from, like fried Twinkies. I mean, it's like you think, oh, this sounds disgusting, and it is, but it tastes. It's like
And I asked
fucking
the inventor
incredible.
on-
And the guy won with
Yes.
fried butter.
Fried butter, yes.
Fried butter.
Just dip butter and
Just-
batter and deep fry it.
Fried fucking butter.
What they have in Scotland, I saw a video, is they take frozen pizzas.
Oh! Yes! No, you.
then they-
Sorry to react like that. But
And then they dip the whole frozen pizza in batter, and then they deep fry it. It's called a crunchy or something.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask the inventor if they're
Yeah.
good.
Have you had that inventor? Now the other thing
Because I want
was
to make that.
I want to try
I need
that.
a deep fryer. No, I don't.
Now let me go to the comment.
I really don't.
You don't want to try that?
I don't need a deep fryer is what I mean.
Oh, no,
You
you
could-
don't. Oh no, yeah. No, you know what you gotta
Most
get?
things that need frying, you
guys still
could
talk like
just
this.
you could just bake.
No, you gotta get
That's
the
true.
air fryer.
Baking
The
is
air
pretty-
fryer.
Yes, air
That's
fryer.
true. The air fryer.
Yeah.
I
My
have
girlfriend's mother
heard
has that. It's really
rave reviews
and
about
it uses
the
it
air
like-
Have you,
fryer.
Jonathan?
You use like a third of the
Oh
oil.
my.
People at work who are fat,
Fuck them.
they like it.
Well, that's not a good advertisement for it.
This is a healthier option.
Look, I
Look, I fried my credit cards. Now I can eat them. Oh no, how am I supposed to buy more air fryers? But the inventor had said, we asked him a question about how he watches Saul. And I did want to read his comment because I thought it was funny. But he said Better Call Saul airs on Tuesdays over there on Netflix. And, and he honestly, I'll read it. It's him. I can't remember if they're swearing or not. Everyone swears on every show over here. Shite! Even the newsreaders swear in Scotland. Here's your fucking news, you daft cunts!
I would watch so much more news if you could just fucking curse.
Can you imagine the fucking news? I would love, like,
Oh, man.
all right. I would love it if, like, somebody over here, like in a New York, New Jersey kind of accent. All right, welcome to the fucking news. Oh, some
right, so
guy got
anyway,
fucking
Dr.
killed
Dingles.
I
again.
would love that. It'd be so fucking refreshing.
What's fucking Trump doing today? Holy fucking shit! Can you
what
believe
an
this?
asshole?
Can you believe what he said? Or they would love him. That's the kind of the voice that I'm doing. That's the kind of guy that's like, Trump, he's a fucking genius. He's a
Well, you
fucking
need-
billionaire.
Yeah, you need the conservative
You know how
guy
much
and the liberal
fucking
guy.
money he makes? That's like Bo Dietl. You ever hear him?
I know the name.
Yeah. Oh, they're over here. He got in trouble because he was. I don't remember what he was screaming about, but he was very angry. It was. I think might have been that a mosque was being. This is years ago. There was a proposal of a mosque being built somewhere in Manhattan.
Right.
So of course all those fucking assholes started freaking out about it. Oh, they're over here. They're fucking driving around their cabs wearing their yabba dabba doo hats. I don't even know what that
Yabba
means.
dabba
But I remember on the Colbert Report, he's like he's got that kind of voice and yelling like that.
Right.
Oxnard, that's a great idea.
What? I don't. Did I say
What
that?
is
The news, but
yelling?
every segment has a Republican broadcaster and a Democratic
Yeah, like Anthony and
broadcaster.
Combs. I mean,
Every
Hannity and
single
Combs.
Oh, yeah,
one,
well.
and they
If
battle it
Combs had
out.
spoken up
Or
a bit more.
Crossfire. Crossfire
That
was the
would
other one.
be incredible.
They used to do that all the time. on
People
TV.
would love that.
Yeah, but now what happens
The
is now
garbage on TV
you have like
now.
the one. What's that?
Ugh.
That one channel that's very conservative.
Fox News.
Fox News is conservative.
MSNBC is liberal.
Liberal. It's just
It's
annoying.
all garbage.
I would watch more news if they mixed it up more. I want to hear both.
You know what? I want someone to read the news. I want them to be diving out of
need
an
to
airplane
hear-
and read it to me.
Oh,
You
Spice
need
it,
to
spice it
hear-
up.
You need to hear
The Dow Jones
both,
went up 20 points today.
both sides
Didn't it
at
drop
once.
like
No,
300?
today it dropped like 500 points.
Oh my god!
But it doesn't
tech,
matter.
right?
It's and then it'll correct again. It's only because interest rates are going up.
Right.
That's why. Jonathan, what do you think about that?
I'm a fan of news battles.
Oh, I think you're a fan of high interest rates.
And I hate the two-party system. We need more more parties or no parties.
no parties. That sounds like
It's just
a
annoying
dictatorship.
that like, okay, I'm conservative, which means here's a checklist. I follow this, and this. Like, can't you? You can be liberal on some
Well, you can be
things,
inde-
conservative
yeah,
on
it's
some.
called
Here's
independent.
what
It's
I
called being
think.
independent.
Yeah, like
You shouldn't be allowed to pay for ads when you're running for office.
I don't think you
Or your supporters shouldn't be able
Well,
to.
no, yeah. Well, that's the problem.
No.
with the Supreme Court
Every
decision. that
every
treats corporations
candidate
as people.
Every candidate
So
running
stupid. Yeah.
for every position should get be allotted the same
Isn't it in,
amount
like,
of ads.
The problem is, it should be more like what they do now. Inventor, correct me if I'm wrong here, or Claire, if you are listening.
I think
she
she
watches this.
shadow listens.
Yeah,
but she
but,
doesn't want to comment because
that's fine.
What we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. That's fine.
She
She doesn't want to
likes-
acknowledge. That's okay. She doesn't want to publicly acknowledge that she.
She likes
likes
to
us.
hide.
She's
She's
more
real
popular than we are.
famous now.
Absolutely. And
She's got a
deservedly so.
big brand.
Yeah, absolutely. Good for her,
We know you're there, honey.
Jonathan.
You sweet
My
thing.
girlfriend watches some of her videos because with the nail polish stuff.
Oh, I do
Oh, yeah.
too.
Yeah. I mean, if I wore nail polish, I know where
If
I'm
I
going.
was into that, I would definitely watch
For
it.
Halloween, sometimes I have to color my nails.
But one of the things
And I always go to Claire's channel.
going nuts. See, this is what happens. He's had some New Amsterdam vodka.
It helps
Vodka,
with the
vodka.
voice.
You like that New Amsterdam vodka? It's fucking good.
It
Liberal
either
vodka,
helps.
vodka?
It either helps with the voice, or it makes me think that
Well,
I'm
you think
doing
it helps
a good
with
job.
the voice. It thinks
What were
you
you
help
gonna
with the
say, Dexter,
voice.
and then I have
All right,
Really
so what I was
not.
going to say is, Jonathan, that
for 40 minutes.
we have barely talked about this episode. That's all right. Everyone watched it.
It's the finale.
It was
the
wonderful. It could have been a series finale. I'm going to get to that in a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's not. They were renewed for a fifth season already in July.
I thought there was talk of 2 more seasons.
I think one, but there
could
may
do it in
there may
one.
have been talk of 2, but I think they could do it in one more season. They could be done. But even the way this
One
one ended,
more.
the way this one ended, I
I
felt like
wanna
more. You know, if
retire.
this was a series finale, I would have been like, okay, there's some unanswered things, but the way it ends, where he's like, "So good, man," and you know, like now you see that he's
Totally.
he's totally in on
Hold
being a piece
on.
of shit. Hold on,
But
Wait,
it
well, let me finish
totally
my
doesn't
comment.
address the flashback element.
Right.
No, that's no. I agree. I can see that. I'm just saying, like, the way it ended, it was like, oh man, that almost was like a series finale in a way. Anyway, what I was going to say about the politics stuff is that, you know, the basically the campaigning for the 2020 election has already begun.
Oh yeah.
Now, and I believe, and that's why I was saying that the inventor or Claire or anybody else who listens to us that are in the
UK.
in the UK or Ireland or something, I don't know.
They're not part
What
of the
their
UK?
system is necessarily like no, but they have a parliamentary system as well.
Okay.
So I don't know if they do the same kind of thing. But I think they only have a few weeks. It's like specifically set. Where it's like, okay, now it's like you're allowed to begin campaigning, like whatever, a month or 6 weeks or
Yeah,
something
but you
like
know
that
in this
before the
country-
election. But here, it's constant.
It's constant.
So the first term of a president, they don't really do much because they don't want to rock the boat too much. Because then what'll happen is they'll lose control. Maybe they might lose control of the House or the Senate, and so on, and they want to get reelected. So that's the bullshit thing about that, anyway. And it's like in your face for 2 fucking years.
I know,
before
but
the
even-
actual election.
Even if we establish something like that in this country, like there's going to be something else. they
People
do.
would be breaking the rules all the time.
It would be
anyway.
constantly broke, and then that would be the new
It's
thing.
too
Like,
late. It's too
how
late
is he
to
gonna
establish that.
How is he going to break the rules this time? Like, oh wow, it would become like a thing. And I was gonna say, isn't like Switzerland or Sweden? I forget. Don't they have like 7 parties? There's some country, or even more than that.
Really?
Maybe even like 12 different parties, and it's just. It sounds very complicated, but at least there.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Yeah, because it leaves guys like me who are like in the middle,
Yeah.
and I gotta choose between Hillary or Trump.
Gotta
And I'm like, what the
choose
fuck is
between
this?
fuckhead and fuck Ned.
I would have voted for Bernie,
Yeah, man. Bernie,
but then the Democrats screwed him over.
Bernie's too old.
Hey, he's still around.
He is technically still around.
I remember when Bush, you were saying Cheney probably wasn't going to last the whole presidency while Bush was there. He's still around. These people live a long time for some reason.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Cheney has a fucking, like,
He's a cyborg.
robotic heart. Yeah,
Oh, back
he's
to
a
that point,
cyborg.
I was going to say...
Cyborg? He's a cyborg.
a mutant. I was going to say...
he's one of those cyborgs.
basically, any bionics or any future like cyborg stuff, it's going to be lead for sex. That's what's going to start.
So you use
porn-
lead. You need lead to have sex.
No. It's
No,
gonna
the
be like
beginnings
the leader will be the second.
sexual.
Same way with like VHS, like anything porn does.
Yeah, right.
That's what catches on.
That's
for the
why
rest
I was
of the world.
talking about
Knockers
bionic
are already
penises.
bionic.
Guarantee it's going to start with a bionic penis.
Speaking of Dick Cheney.
They've already
Bionic penis.
invented the juggiest bionics.
Oh, yeah, didn't we
Juggies.
talk about that in the How Do with the guy who got the penis implant?
Yeah.
And it was a fake penis?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, imagine you lose your penis in a horrible accident or something.
Oh, man. Yeah, shark bit it off or some shit. Bought it. A shark bought it from him.
Now, if Boss were here, I would ask him, "Hey, what did you think about Mike? Jamming up that system there with the gum."
With the
I
gum. Gumming up the works.
Mr. Banks, comments?
I thought it was a really slick move.
Now, was that your idea on the set, or was that in the script?
Did Vince Gilligan do that?
You know, I
I
saw
got a great
Vince.
idea for the show, Dosh Garnet. God dang nabbit. Everyone listen, I got another idea for a meth show, and also a new couple of episodes of the X-Files that I'm going to be putting out there. All right, so
What y'all think of that?
let's go get on down to the range, grab the
Someone-
riding pencils,
Sound like a prospector.
grab your rider's horse, and we're going to ride out.
Someone commented that Vince had
that's right,
really terrible breath. So
Huh?
What?
somebody gave him gum.
Oh.
And then it hit me.
Looks like they're jizzing on shrimp in this Red Lobster. That's horrible.
Now, what hit you? You kind of trailed off there.
The idea to put the gum in the ticket machine.
Jonathan Banks, you're using your phone as a coaster for a very wet glass.
I have a rubber protector on it.
Protector.
I've had a lot to
Prophylactic
drink.
rapper?
It's very
right.
brave of you. Anyway.
To the hat?
Oh!
Why not?
All right, here we go.
Oh, the other thing before you read that, I wanted to ask the audience.
Hold your horses.
I wanted to ask our 10 listeners, what would you like us to do next? I was thinking The Expanse might be a good one. And we wouldn't do like episode
I
by
love The Expanse.
We want to do episode by episode. We would do-
Possibly my favorite
Jonathan Banks is
television show.
Oh, that's
ever.
good.
The Expanse.
Really?
So we can do like 2 episodes. or 3.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then also as we read the books, we can talk about the books.
The Terror is also renewed for season 2, by the way. So
Here's
Oh, okay,
what's
good.
we have to watch the Terror.
Yeah, maybe
here's
we
what
can-
fascinates me about
Okay,
The
hold on, he's gonna
Expanse.
talk about The Expanse. Everyone, be quiet. Jonathan Banks is going to talk about The Expanse.
I actually don't even like many of the actors in The Expanse.
Now, Jonathan.
However, I love the show.
Banks, now, Jonathan Banks, did you just say that because you're in an early episode of
Yes,
The
do you
Expanse?
remember that?
Do you remember what you did there?
I have a terrible memory.
Well, in the first episode,
You're
you were-
the captain
you
of
were
the ship.
A
that,
bit of space madness
yeah.
hit the captain there.
Yeah.
Walking around with a loaded
You're
gun.
trying to haul that ice back from Saturn.
Happens to everybody.
So, for your favorite show of all time,
That was cool,
you
though, when
remember
he
that
shot-
you were in it.
You think he's going to shoot out the window, but it's just like a TV screen?
Yeah.
I thought that was a fun thing.
Everything's a green screen now. It's hard to discriminate.
Even my face. No one knows what I actually look like.
they could have done a better job?
He was really drunk when he designed that 3D.
1 minute you're on Deep Space Nine, and then you're on The Expanse. All I
Such is
see,
life.
all I see on my end is green.
This guy's seeing green. That's how much money he's making.
Oh, I thought he was
Lots
envious.
of cash.
Oh, he could be both. Could be both. All right.
Hurry up!
You break both arms.
Ow!
Oh, this is a good one.
Who/how, etc. is wiping your ass? Jonathan Banks, you go
Think
first.
about this. You break both your arms.
I'm my wife. Obviously.
Now,
My
she's
wife.
willing to do that?
Oh, absolutely.
And you would have no problem with
I would have no problem
her
doing it
seeing
for
you
her.
in that
I've seen my wife give childbirth. I've seen it all. I used to be a squeamish person. Then I was in the hospital. We were in the hospital when my daughter was born. We were in there for like 3 days because she had to be induced. It was a nightmare. It was horrible. And I thought, oh, when the baby's born, I'm not even going to like look at what's happening. I'll just like hold my wife's hand and I'll look like at her face or at the wall, just be like, you're doing a great job, honey, you're doing a great job. Nope, I'm there, I'm holding a leg back and everything.
holding a
While
leg
she's
back.
pushing my baby out. It was crazy. And you realize, like, and then when you have a baby, you're fucking wrist deep in shit all the time. It's madness, the things that you do, and that you become accustomed to. So you don't become so squeamish with any of that stuff. And I'm telling you, I got like a fucking little cut on my finger. I've talked about it one time. I was going to pass out. I used to be the most squeamish person ever. That changes once you go through these kind of life events.
Okay, so
I would have no problem doing it for her, and I know that she would do it for me.
Okay.
Boss, your wife, she'd fucking run for the hills.
Jonathan Banks. Boss isn't here.
Oh, boss! Jonathan Banks, I mean. Yeah, are you even married? What about boss's wife? What do you think she would do?
Please address me appropriately.
Sir Jonathan Banks.
Senor Banks, he's been knighted.
I would have someone invent
You would have someone invent. You would invent it?
a sort of
Now, how are you going to dial the phone to call this inventor?
a sort of
The inventor.
I would have someone dial the phone.
Who's doing it?
Someone else.
What's the invention?
Who?
However, I would not need someone else to wash my ass.
To wash it. I didn't even think about washing. This question was about wiping. Do you use your feet?
I would have someone call and order some sort of miniature pommel horse device.
Okay, I can solve all this.
I would then...
Oh, I know what to do.
I would then... I would then... I'm pretty good with my feet. I would
Double jointed.
I would wipe my pick up
What?
hold on. I would pick up a paper towel with my
Paper
foot,
towel.
place it on the pommel
You can't flush
horse,
those.
and rub my ass on it.
Okay.
And he has to be
I
bouncing.
would then
Thanks for the visual.
Why are you bobbing your head like you're giving a fucking blowjob?
I'm moving my ass. I
you're an
would
ass head.
then
All right.
discard the tissue
With your
with
teeth.
my foot. I would not need someone to wipe my ass with that sort of apparatus.
You know what you got to get? I think this is what Oxnard was going to say.
It's one word.
Bidet.
Bidet. That's it. That solves all the problems.
Now, I don't have any money, so we
That's-
can't afford a bidet, so that's why my wife's got to wipe my ass.
All right, Chris, what did you
fancy
do?
Euro trash
But,
garbage.
Now, I'll done
You
broke
got to get
both
one of
my
those
arms.
fancy Asian toilets. There's a robot toilet.
Yeah, Japanese
and it
toilet.
does an auto bidet.
Incredible.
Thank you, Bo Beetle. Or Bo Deedle, whatever your fucking
Bo
name
Beetle. Wasn't that Beetle Bailey
is.
character?
Bo Beetle. Yeehaw! Oh, yeah. So, yeah, bidet, that's the answer. Or pommel horse with paper towel on it. First of all,
Pummel
you're
horse.
just scraping your fucking asshole.
Please
on a-
don't show us how.
on a pommel horse with a scratchy paper towel.
I don't.
A paper that's painful. You know you can't.
It seems simple to me.
Not a baby one because you can't flush a paper towel.
You
can
can't
even
toilet.
squirt something
And
to
really?
ease the
I got this
rough.
toilet because in the store there's a video playing next to it. I told you, and they
Of a
put
guy shitting.
No, no.
and then water squirting up into
Oh,
his butthole.
I came so hard, but
we rented those out at the old.
no,
the
there's
old
a guy,
video
the guy
store
had
too.
a bucket of golf balls that you got at like the driving range. He dumped
Shoved them
them.
all up his
He
ass.
dumped it in the toilet and flushed it, and
Was
it
it
worked.
Tiger Woods?
Yes, he was a
Oh.
spokesperson for this toilet.
I knew it. I knew it. Now, one of my favorite scenes from this
I
episode
hope
of
he
Better Call
has
Saul.
insurance on his sewer line because that's gonna clog the other
Oh, that's true. The
pipes.
town will not be happy with him.
Like the fuck I care about that. The town is
You
happy.
will when
about
they sue your ass.
it. When I'm away.
You've been served.
Let me tell you, your traditional home insurance doesn't cover your backup of sewer and drains.
Well, because
that's additional
that's a town
coverage,
issue. It's a municipal issue.
and you're liable.
I'm not actually flushing golf balls down the toilet.
Good.
And I don't really flush
That's
paper
why
towels
he
down
was
the
living
toilet.
vicariously through the gentleman that was doing it.
Tiger
Then
Woods.
you're
Tiger
not
Woods.
liable.
Tiger Woods.
At the
and we all
Lowe's.
know what a gentleman he is.
Yeah. He pays those women.
That's right. He's
a
kind.
fair
He's
transaction.
kind to them. He is kind.
All right, so your favorite
So
scene
one
in
of
the
my
episode?
favorite scenes of this episode, Jonathan
What was this girl's name?
Banks.
Christy?
I don't recall.
Victor,
But
Vicky?
it was like
I
the
think
it was
it
like
was
the Susan
Christie.
Ross Foundation, where Jimmy's got to sit on the board and they got to pick people. Pardon me, but they have to pick students to give scholarships to,
right.
and he likes the one who she has like kind of a little bit of a check of past. Had like a shoplifting beef or something like that.
Right.
She made a mistake, and now. But she's a good student. She was a good interview. You can tell she was willing and able to She's trying to turn her life around. Now that's the kind of
How old
person
is
that
this
should
actress,
be.
by the way?
She's supposed to be a high schooler. I don't know how old the actual actress is.
I'm not going to say anything.
Why? Are you stalking her?
No, I thought she was cute, but I'm not going to say that.
Well, I think she's supposed to be 17. She's got gnomes on her shirt. She wore that to an interview. I liked that. Bold choice. I would like a shirt with gnomes on it. David
I didn't
the Gnome.
even notice
Have you
that.
seen my socks with the mustaches?
Of the gnomes. Now that was on key.
I auditioned to be David the Gnome.
Oh, did you?
Didn't get the part.
Did you? Who were you? Fox?
I had an inability to smile.
By the way,
Swift, not Fox.
the other day I was just looking up
By the by,
the ending to David the Gnome because I remember as a kid I was like,
it's very sad. isn't it?
I as a kid I was like, I think I cried, and I was like, am I thinking right? So I looked up the ending. It's like the saddest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. So basically, with gnomes, they only live to like 180 or something, and they sense when it's coming, and it's just coincidence that David and his wife were born on the same exact day, so they're both going to be going together.
Wait, were they brother and sister?
No, it was just some coincidence.
Does that matter if
and
you're
they have to
gnomes?
travel up the mountain.
I wonder.
They have to travel up the mountain where their spirit will go on, but they become trees. And then there's a scene with he's saying goodbye to Swift, the fox, and the fox is crying, and there's another gnome that's with them, and they go up,
Man.
and then they're holding each other, and it's like, oh, okay, it's finally happened, but they're happy about it because they know it's the next
it's
step.
just the next step. Yeah.
But then the fox climbs up the mountain, and he's watching it, and as it turns to the trees, the wolf is like, "Arr!" and it ends.
wow,
It was
that's fucking poetic.
It ripped my heart out. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, of course. This made
That's
me cry when I was a kid.
Another sad ending was that show, The Dinosaurs, wasn't it?
Yeah, it ends
Remember?
with the.
And it was
Ice Age.
with their doom, and then
it's
the
just the
baby's
announcer
"But
being like,
I'm the baby,"
and
like
they're
somebody
just depressed
says,
watching the TV, and the news is saying like, yeah, this ice, it's not going away anytime soon. This could be
"Prepare
it.
to die."
And just goes to credits.
Fucked up.
What are you thinking,
Fucked up.
Jim Henson?
Have you watched The Man in the High Tower?
Not yet. High Castle? No, I have not.
Incredible.
Not the new season. I mean, I've seen the first 2 seasons, but not the new season.
Everyone should watch that.
Oh, it's a great show.
It's a
gonna watch
reminder of the terrors of Nazi Germany.
Is it similar to Wolfenstein?
Not
I
at all.
don't know.
No.
Because in Wolfenstein, the new
Terrible
one-
comparison.
I haven't played the new one, but basically,
Yes,
it
definitely.
takes place in the 70s or 60s, and the Nazis won. And then you're Blazkowicz, and you still.
Well, in that
run around.
sense, it's similar, but because it's an alternate reality,
All right.
and there are all these different realities that exist.
Oh, and that's
kinda
touched on the show?
That's on the show. Yeah, because
They
there's
acknowledge
these,
there's different realities
yeah,
going on?
because there's these. The whole point is that there's these films that exist
Oh.
that show that America won World War II.
Oh, this sounds
Not
interesting.
not the Nazis. And
So there's like a
Japan.
paranormal-
and there's a tentative alliance. It's very it's very I guess tenuous. I don't know. It's in danger between Japan, who has the Pacific side of the United States.
Pacific Theater?
Yes, and then the Nazi, the Reich, and they have the East Coast, up to basically both. Japan has the west up to the Rockies, and the Reich has the east up to the Rockies.
He's on his phone.
And that's
not
a neutral
even
zone.
listening.
He's not even paying attention.
He doesn't
anyway,
give a
it's
fuck.
really good.
Yeah, I'm
and
listening.
Rufus Sewell is fucking fantastic in that show.
Okay, I want to watch it.
Anyway, it's really good.
Is
Boss,
that
you finished the
the-
third season?
Is
It's
that
Obergruppen
the
Führer Smith.
Obergruppenführer?
Well, what should I watch? You just
I
gave me
love that
50,000
title.
animes.
Well, you should watch 1 Ounce, and then you should also watch Man in the High Castle.
Okay.
Watch Man in the High
And then watch
Castle
Hellsing.
first.
When am I going to find time to build my miniatures?
I don't care.
While you
I don't care.
watch,
novels.
you build the miniatures while you watch.
But are they subtitled?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
you
but
gotta
then-
watch anime. You can't watch it with fucking
So
English
I can't be
dub,
working
like
on something,
dub.
I'm
You
gonna
have
have
to
to be
watch
reading.
the subtitles.
I'm gonna have to be reading then.
You'll
well,
be
not for
fine.
that. They're only 20-minute episodes. The one ounce is a fantastic anime. If you haven't watched it, check it out. Anyway,
Baseball,
dramatic
gambling,
Irish
anime.
guy should do that.
And this is why One Shot
I love the show
is
1 Ounce.
the best thing that ever happens.
Wow.
Incredible.
How Akira changed
Anyway,
the universe.
one of my favorite scenes was he's talking to the girl. He's saying, like, because she got denied the scholarship, and they gave it to the people who were already doing, like, fantastic, and they've never made a fucking mistake in their life and all this kind of stuff, and they're perfect people. And he goes to the girl and starts saying, don't give up, like, what you got to do. Like,
Cut
you're never
corners.
going to be one of them.
Cut the corners.
Cut the corners, and you show them, rub it in their face. They're going to be on the 40th floor. You're going to be on, like, the 80th floor, whatever the fuck he says. But he's basically, like, talking to himself, because he sees himself in her, and
I do like this
he gives
commercial,
this
by the way.
whole emotional thing, and then he breaks down and starts crying in the car.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was so, like, powerful. I loved that scene, and then the scene in the parking garage, because, like, you realize, like, obviously
convince
what
himself.
he's saying to her applies to her, but he's really talking to himself.
Yep.
And that's when he realizes then when he gets reinstated, when Kim helps him, and he gives the whole thing about he was going to read the letter, but then no, he's not going to read the letter, and he gives the whole dramatic thing, and Kim is so moved by it, and then she realizes this was all bullshit.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I had those suckers weeping out of my hands," and then he basically says, when he's reinstated, I got to change. I'm going to be practicing under a different name, Saul Goodman, and you realize like that you realize like he was saying like goodbye to Jimmy McGill.
Yeah.
When he's talking to that girl and when he's crying in the parking garage, and then he's hello Saul Goodman, and he's going to be the piece
And that's
of
what I
shit
was saying last
sleazeball.
week, where
'Cause
Kim...
fuck those people. He's never going to be one. He tried his ass. He worked his ass off to try and be like Chuck, to try and be accepted by these people, and they will never accept him. And he comes to that realization: I can never be a part of this world. So fuck them. I'm going to do it my way.
Yeah.
I did it my way.
Regrets. I've had to, but then again...
It was just when I met you.
I remember last week I was saying, like, Kim is going to be pulling the strings, setting all this up to help him get there, but then once she helps him get there, she's going to realize I created a monster. I think that's exactly where it's leaving off, and that's what the next season's going to be dealing with. And we're going to see the separation. I'm still
they're
predicting...
going to end. They're going to grow apart.
Well, I'm still thinking that
next
Kim is going to be the one who launders his money.
Really?
Yeah, because of the Wexler, meaning money changer in German.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
all this stuff.
sure.
We'll see. Maybe they just put that in, just, you know, how they like to tantalize and have the nerds who are really
Tantalizing.
overli-
It's titillizing.
overanalyzing the show.
Lalo can really shimmy up a vent.
He's Solid Snake.
Now, the other thing that happened,
Yes.
we talked about Lalo killing poor Fred and watching the video, and they're tracking down the German guy, and then Lalo, Mike finds him. You find him, Jonathan Banks.
Oh,
At
yeah.
the resort. And,
I always find
just
my
as
man.
just as he's talking on the phone to Lalo, who's trying to get information about what's going on, and
I
This
gave him
Werner
the
guy,
silent
he
treatment.
cannot keep his mouth shut about
well,
anything.
he's done fucked up. And the sad thing is
He
that
really
He's the guy who needs
can.
one of Jimmy's phones.
he does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. And basically, Jonathan Banks,
I
Frank
had to
is
do
like,
it.
well, we have to kill him. And Jonathan Banks, you say that you'll take care of it, and they're out in the
Yep.
beautiful desert.
It was my responsibility.
Now tell us about that scene. What was it like filming that scene?
Well, it was kind of quick. One
Oh,
take.
really? One take, you say? Wow.
The stars were very nice.
Those were real stars.
Was it a green screen?
We improv'd everything.
Everything was improv. Not a line was written.
It was a real gun.
So you killed the
You
guy.
killed the guy.
No,
Oh, he lived.
I shot it over to the side, but you couldn't
Blew his eardrums
tell
out.
Yeah.
because it was a sort of 2D shot.
Now was he
2D
2D shot?
Wow.
So now was he? How nervous was the other actor playing
Yeah,
this?
he had to really trust you.
Yeah. Have some more vodka. You are driving home, are you not? You drove yourself here?
Look who's talking.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed.
Drinks it daily.
I'm
It's part of his-
80% vodka tonic.
I put
like
pickle
water to
juice
him.
in mine.
You put what now?
Pickle juice.
Pickle juice.
Oh, that's good
Yeah.
actually. That's like putting olive juice.
Did you
Like
really?
Yeah.
Let me smell. I'm just.
You taste it.
Oh wow, it's potent. That smell.
I
No, did you
watered
taste
it
it?
down.
That's a
Tastes
really
good.
We're gonna drop this glass.
It tastes really good.
Okay, it was seriously. It was like $1.20 from.
I actually really like the glass.
Oh, I love that glass. Oxnard has a glass that's like it looks like somebody made glass over a Corona can.
Yeah.
Do you
It's
like my
embossed and everything?
drink?
Not really.
I did it my way.
You sure did, Jonathan Banks. You sure did. Anyway, so that was a very. I love the lighting in that scene. I love like the city in the background, like how the lights
Out
of
of
this
focus
of the
lights,
town.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was so cool looking.
Michael.
Michael, come, there must be something can be done. And it was just such an emotional scene because he knows he's going to die. He accepts that fact as
does,
long as
yeah.
his wife will be okay.
Yeah.
And he's basically, and it's so sad because his last words are she's pissed at him because he's yelling at her.
Yeah, it's
And
horrible.
just because he's disappointing her that we're not going to get to meet, and then not only that, but he's yelling, white fanging her to leave, and then and then he gets shot. You kill him.
I was really hoping they'd reveal like
Yep.
why he's doing all these stupid moves, like he did have cancer or something. But I do think the clues of him being similar to Walter White.
It's just
Is
clues, I think. Yeah, I don't think he's dying of cancer. I think he's just desperately.
I think he's
So
Missing
much
his
for
wife.
that theory.
Because I think they would have. I think he would have said that as a kind of sympathy plea.
Right.
Like, no, Michael, please. The reason I did this, I can explain to Mr. Frank. The reason I did this is because I'm dying. I have cancer. I'm sick. I'm going to die anyway. Let me please see my wife. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
But he didn't do any of that.
No, he didn't.
So I don't think he was actually dying. I think he's just a desperate, lovesick, homesick
German
fool.
guy.
Yeah. No, he's fool. It's foolish.
It's very.
He
foolish,
knows
yes.
that. He must know that he can't just talk to Fring and talk. You know what I mean? When you see the operation, the level of secrecy, you've got to know. Oh, this Popeyes looks so good on the
Oh,
TV.
it looks
Oh,
delicious.
God, why? I'm
Fucking
dying- I'm dying
Popeyes.
now.
I like that
It's
Popeyes. one,
Jonathan Banks'
I love Popeyes.
kryptonite.
too. No, I like the lady.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Mrs. Popeye?
Focus on the chicken.
Love that chicken.
Well, you know what? You know why? You know why you love her too? Because you know that she can make you delicious Popeyes
Well, that's one
chicken
thing.
Hell
anytime you want it.
yeah.
I just think she's hot.
Oh, my God. Her pussy tastes like Delta sauce.
boy.
Margarita
What's that new-
mustard.
What's that new
Don't-
sauce?
That was gross. I'm sorry.
Should I cut that out?
You can leave it in. I did apologize.
I'll cut it out.
I heard it after the fact. Very
See,
disgusting.
but I don't know how to order their
It
new
was
sauce.
gross.
It's like a curse sauce. You know, it has like all the
Oh yeah.
expletives.
Give me the cursing sauce. Huh?
Should I just say fuck sauce? Like when I go
Oh
there?
God. Yeah, hold on. You gotta give me 5 minutes here, buddy.
Put my own extra topping on this chicken. He has to do that for
Wow.
every order.
Love that folks over at Popeyes.
Love that fuck sauce and poop eyes. Yeah,
Love that juice
I'm
on my
assaulting
chicken.
everybody's ears with my.
The inventor, do you have
Powerful.
Do you have Popeyes in Scotland? Because if not, you're missing out.
Oh
You
yeah.
want us to send you some? Now, Jonathan Banks, did you fart?
No.
Smells like fart over here, Jonathan Banks.
I'm
He
obsessed with,
who
like, what fast
smelt
foods are in
it
Scotland.
dealt it.
You know, is it? Well, I know KFC's in Japan because I think
Yeah.
that's like a kind of almost for
Yeah,
some
but
a
KFC,
Christmas.
man, I had it recently. It's not. This
Popeyes
something
is
about
better.
Popeyes.
I love KFC. Popeyes is better. Oh God, why are we talking about this? All I wanted to. You understand that I just started trying to eat healthy today, and this is the day that we're talking about all this delicious fast food. Fuck!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Bacon. Make it just.
It's breaded. I don't want the carbs.
You can
right
go
now.
keto diet and you can eat all the cheese, bacon, and meat you want. You're just gonna have.
Why
zero
no? I don't want the
carbs.
carbs. No, I don't
Listen,
want bacon. Please.
if you're
you know how
on a
fast
diet-
bacon goes in my house.
Yeah, bacon's
Hey,
good for
Pound
you.
of bacon is Bacon is good for you? Haven't you ever seen City Slickers? Curly dies, and then Daniel Stern goes, you had bacon at every meal. You
That's
can't
not
do
that's
that.
not a scientifically approved
You
fact.
Daniel
just-
Stern is a science
You
man.
just bake your chicken with a breaded crust, and
No,
you
no
cut
bread.
out any other
out the
carbs.
bread.
Your only carbs is the breaded crust.
Yeah.
That works.
You can do this
Don't
diet,
add bread. Don't add beans.
This is what Penn Jillette did.
You'll be
Beans
fine.
are good.
No, it's
Black
too
beans.
many carbs.
Black beans.
Bloating
Too many carbs.
carbs.
Oh, black beans are good for you.
Fuck him.
Carbs.
Penn Jillette, his diet when he lost like 1,000 pounds in like a month or
He
whatever.
lost 1,000 pounds in
Yeah.
a month. That's amazing.
Remember he was a
My
big-
Jonathan
throat
Banks, I
is
didn't realize you
killing
knew
me
so
from
much
this
about
voice.
food.
But basically his diet is simply this: for like a month, all he ate was
Pickles.
potatoes, just potatoes,
That's-
with no dressing, no
What
butter.
about vitamins?
He would take a vitamin, but every meal was potatoes. And then what it was teaching the body, it was like lucidity.
You don't need protein of any kind.
The plasticity of your brain changes because now when you eat, you know, okay, my body's getting that,
Yeah.
and that's it. So food isn't like
I
a
feel
thing.
like that
anymore.
is very unhealthy to do.
Look it up. he
Jonathan
wrote a
Banks,
book.
you're making a disturbed face.
He wrote a book about it, and Kevin Smith followed it after he had his horrible heart attack. And now Kevin Smith is like, looks like
He's a vegan.
Yeah, he's like rail thin now.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
No, he's a vegan now. Because that's what happens to people. Like, I think Anthony Anderson did the same thing because he had diabetes. And that's what happened. Bill Clinton. He, like, for health reasons, like, after his heart, they end up becoming, like, vegans. Now,
He had
for,
a
like,
quadruple
for several
bypass?
months, something like that.
Right.
For several months, I
grandmother
actually
had that.
I had a vegan diet. And the hardest part about that was, in fact, cheese.
Yeah, it's like an almond
Giving up
paste,
meat
right?
is not hard at all. I mean, I love meat. I eat it now, or whatever, you know. Again, but
Don't give
but
up
the
meat.
cheese
Meat is the best.
is the worst.
You need meat.
Vegan cheese is there's no substitute for cheese.
Well, I've heard
Protein is
substitute.
very filling.
In New
and
York
it's
City,
like-
there's a
it'll
vegan
help
restaurant.
you lose
You know-
your weight.
that's
you know what you got to eat? Sorry, Oxnard, hold on. Spinach.
Hold on, Oxnard.
Spinach.
Shut up.
Spinach and Brussels sprouts. That's first of all because you just roast Brussels sprouts.
I
all you do
love
is a little
it.
olive oil, little salt and pepper, and you roast them in the oven. And they're fucking filling, and they taste so good because they get all like caramelized and shit. And it
Listen.
feels like you're eating something that's like, bad for
Broccoli.
you almost.
Broccoli's just as good.
Oh, broccoli too. Roasted broccoli.
Fucking delicious.
Don't steam vegetables because you
No.
lose all the
No.
I think it's
Don't.
and they get soggy. And you lose all the
Roast
nutrients too.
your
Roast them.
vegetables. They have to be fresh,
And even
never
like-
frozen.
And
Jonathan
even
Banks.
roast them a little more than you think that you should. Really,
Crisp
char.
them up.
Yeah, really get a char on. That's the best part.
Delicious.
And
Like popcorn.
and spinach, like those because it's very filling. And
I don't do spinach.
You don't do spinach. Oh, spinach is
No.
delicious.
Cauliflower, yes.
I love putting like 2
cauliflower
bags
is
of
good,
spinach in a Dutch oven and just watching it all like go down the.
You can put like 10 pounds of spinach in a pan and it shrivels up into like a
magic.
golf ball.
I feel like a magician. But
And then you just eat. It's like the fuel that they use in Futurama, like the nibbler. Like
it's
this thing weighs
turds?
as much as 1,000 suns. It's like so much. Like you just eat that and you just shit like every bad thing out of your body. Like, oh my god. Anyway,
But look, there's a restaurant in New York. They make vegan Philly cheesesteaks that are supposedly like amazing.
wow, those look good. Ooh.
I
Now,
want to try.
I don't
a
like
vegan
going to the
place.
city, but I would go for that. Lauren Toyota's vegan Philly cheesesteak.
I mean, it's really
That's just a generic
mostly
picture of a
bread,
vegan Philly
peppers,
cheesesteak that
and
wasn't actually like
cheese.
theirs, but
Oh, that's not theirs?
no.
Oh. Well, anyway.
Listen, cheap
cheesesteak.
meat really doesn't taste that good, so I'm not surprised.
You know what probably is healthy? Just eliminate the bread. You can have all the cheesesteaks you want. I told you this years ago.
pretty true.
Keto.
Well, no, look,
Ketosis.
I
No
know. I know.
white
You cut
bread.
Carbs. Simple
No bread.
Carbs, simple carbs
Do you
are,
wanna
Here,
have keto?
what's bad for you.
simple change you could make.
Yes, Jonathan Banks.
Substitute bread with potatoes.
I enter.
So a cheeseburger between 2 roasted potatoes.
I
Fine.
do this about.
Fine.
I'll
Perfectly
do
fine.
It. I'll do it.
I do this about once a year, and it's usually when I feel like, oh, I've gained some weight, and for about 3 to 4 weeks, never longer than that, I go like full keto diet, like eliminate all sugars, all carbs. And then I got these test strips where you actually pee. You put the strip in there, and it tells you what part of ketosis you're in. And the idea of ketosis...
You're gonna go deep
like,
into ketosis.
When you're starving to death, you enter ketosis. That's one of the things. So what your body... Yeah, but it's not the same as starving to death because you are eating things, but you're training your body to now use meat and fats. Mostly fats. You need to eat like an avocado in the morning every day.
Yeah, see, I got avocados. I'm waiting for them to ripen.
I could chain you into
avocados-
my basement and you'll
avocados sweet- when I'm
starve
like-
pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's true.
Ke-
You could, Jonathan Banks.
keto
I know.
is
I've
most-
been there once before, remember?
Keto is mostly healthy fats, some protein, and like no carbs.
Yeah, well,
and your body just trains
simple
itself to
carbs,
like use.
See, simple carbs is what's bad for you, like white bread, for example.
Yeah, white bread just
Complex carbs is good.
Don't drink soda. I don't think you have a problem with that, right?
I love soda.
But that's a huge. That's
I don't know.
horrible.
I'm cutting it out. That's when I'm on the diet.
I think honestly,
I have to cut out alcohol too, to a certain extent. No,
Just
honestly,
drink
if you
LaCroix.
cut out booze,
That is your
white
new
bread, and
soda.
soda for
Yeah.
like 2 or 3
LaCroix.
weeks,
I know,
you'll
but-
lose the weight.
I know I will. That's what I'm doing, and I can't
Well-
eat fast food. I know. Well, tonight is different.
No, but
I,
the thing, I was doing ketosis by going to Wendy's, and I was
Yeah,
getting.
because I don't eat a lot. That's the thing. I'm not an
Beautiful
overeater. Like, I don't really
night.
eat that much. That's the thing. My calorie intake isn't that high, but the problem is, like, what I am taking in is
It's
not
bloating.
good. And I haven't been exercising, so that's
Because
why I gotta
Wendy's
do,
for dinner, I would go there, get the Baconator, 2 meat patties with cheese and bacon,
Yes,
wrap it
motherfucker.
wrap it in lettuce, and that's it.
You would wrap it in lettuce, or they would do it.
You tell them I don't want the bun. Can you wrap it in lettuce? And they do it.
Do they grumble?
No, it's a part of something they do. You can even do it at Habit Burger. That's what I do there
You
too.
can do it at Red Robin as well,
I don't go to Red Robin.
but you can do it there.
Okay,
You know what I love about Red Robin? I love
sticky
onion,
tables?
the onion straws. Well, no, I get it to go. I don't
Onion
eat
straws.
there. I take it. I do
takeout.
Yeah, takeout. Yeah, they do the onion straws. So I get a bacon cheeseburger with the onion straws on it. Oh,
They're
it's
always
so-
so slow with the endless
But no,
fries.
I have no problem. This is the thing. I have no problem like changing my diet.
Do you want some piss strips, keto piss strips?
No,
or not?
I don't. Fuck that shit.
You're not doing ketosis?
No.
Pee on his strips.
No, I
Pee
know what I
on
have to
strip.
do because I've done it
Pee
so
on
many
strip.
times. That's the problem is that like I'll do like I go on and off,
Right.
and like but once I get into a groove, I'm like Boss. Like Boss is on this crazy Jonathan. Boss is on this crazy like minute. He gets obsessed with things.
Tell me more
Yeah.
about Boss.
Boss. Well, first of all, he's a real piece of shit.
What
Let me
a
tell you.
fucking asshole.
Yeah, let me tell you. I mean, my God, and who is he kidding? He's gay. It's obvious.
It's
Want
true.
me to
This
take him
sham
out?
marriage that
He wants to build. Have you heard this? He wants to put together some sort of pummel horse and rub his ass on it. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That was you, Mr.
That
Boss.
Oh, that was
me.
you. Yeah. No, but he told you about it.
Watch your back.
No, anyway. No, but I have no problem, like, once I get into the groove of doing these things. And that's what I mean. And I love to cook, and so I can, like, cook, like, delicious,
You've
healthy
heard that
meals.
saying that your
but
brain-
the problem is, like, I have to work to get in the zone. But
Well,
once I'm there, I'm focused.
Have you heard, like, it takes 2 weeks for your brain to enter
Yes, I have heard that.
a new thing? So if
Yeah.
you're quitting smoking
Yeah.
or you want to stop drinking as much
Exactly.
as you are,
Yeah.
allow yourself, like, challenge yourself for 2 weeks and start doing the healthy
That's how
thing.
I was vegan for, like, months.
Yeah.
Was that I was like, because what happens is I go through, like I said,
I would
go
get
through
fat
phases,
if I
and
went
was
vegan,
like,
though.
you know what? I did because you don't realize, like you do take on a lot of carbs. Really,
Yeah.
all I wanted to do
I
was stop.
love meat.
I needed to stop eating cheese. That's what I needed to stop doing because I love cheese.
I don't
and
think
the problem
cheese
is,
is
like,
the problem.
My cholesterol. Oh yes, it is for me anyway. My cholesterol. It's. I know, like in my genetics, I'm gonna have high cholesterol because my mother's side. Because that her and her whole side of the family. My mom is like super, it's rail thin.
Do you
But-
get
but she
your
has
annual
super high
blood
cholesterol.
tests?
Well, yeah, I just did. I had my physical just recently,
Is
and
your
I
cholesterol high?
I don't know what the results were yet, but I'm sure it was because it was a little bit high. But my good cholesterol was good.
I
My
don't
bad
think it's
cholesterol
because
was
of
a little bit
cheese.
high. I eat a lot of cheese.
It's
boss.
carbs.
I could. The thing is, for me too, is that I could just have snacks for dinner, and then that means like cheese, like I love like a slice up a tomato, sprinkle salt on it, cheese,
No salt.
Kalamata olives, and on crackers or pita chips.
Cut out the salt.
So this was 2 years
No,
ago.
you gotta. I can't eat a tomato unless I sprinkle a little salt on
Pepper.
it.
These are my blood test results
Cracked
2 years ago.
pepper.
My cholesterol is always perfect. I don't know how I do it.
This guy's creatine is off the fucking charts.
I do have
I'll
a lot
show
of
you
iron.
my results. They come in soon.
I always have a liver enzyme that's high.
Well, it's from the
Which
booze.
one?
I don't know.
Billy Rubin?
No, it's just from the alcohol.
Probably.
My Billy Rubin's always high.
No, but one of them is always high. And honestly, no, it's not.
It's genetic.
Yeah, I think it is. My mother-in-law's was high too, and she does not drink at all. And it was the same kind of thing that I have. And then she went and did, but they said it was normal. I don't know what I'm looking at. You look at it, boss.
Everything was normal except one or two
I
things.
mean, Jonathan Banks.
I think my iron levels, ever since I was a kid, have always been very high. The Iron Man.
Yeah, you better watch out. Magneto's gonna get you.
Yo, yeah, he's gonna suck the
Yeah,
metal
like
right out of my dick.
like in X-Men 2.
What did he say in Always Sunny? Ian McKellen shooting lightning bolts at his boyfriend's dick or something.
Ian McKellen was in an episode of Always Sunny?
No. They were mentioning Ian McKellen.
Oh. I haven't seen Always Sunny since like season 6.
I'm waiting to binge it.
You've been waiting a long time.
No,
You
but
binge like 6 other seasons.
I saw the last season.
So you're not waiting to binge it.
Yeah, I like it when the season finishes and then I
Oh.
can just go through it.
You know, I still didn't watch the last season of Curb, the newest season. I never saw
No?
it. I
It was
didn't
good.
see a second of it.
Salman Rushdie was in a few episodes.
Oh, interesting. Because that
fatwa?
fatwa was released. Anyway,
Do I
boss is,
have-
Jonathan Banks is reviewing Oxnard's blood
Yeah, let me know if there's anything
tests.
there. Now, these are 2 years old. Like, obviously, it'd be different now.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. You're talking about those Baconators you've been eating.
Like night and
One in the
day.
past 3 months.
Taylor ham
No,
is the
probably-
other thing that I love.
Yeah, the
Now,
worst thing I
the
probably
Inventor,
eat-
that's a very regional thing, and I don't know if Inventor knows about that or anybody that's overseas or really even out of New Jersey.
Yeah.
Taylor ham, as it's known in the north, or pork roll, as it's known in the south
Pork roll, yep.
of the state,
Egg and cheese.
is a delicious bacon-like meat.
The saltiest meat, I think.
Oh my god! But it's so
imaginable.
good. You gotta get. I can't eat eggs anymore.
It's
but
actually
I
perfect
just gotta-
hangover food.
Oh, it's Taylor ham, egg, and cheese on
Yeah.
a roll or on an everything
That
bagel.
would cure a
Oh
hangover.
my god, it's wonderful. Salt, pepper, ketchup.
I prefer salami.
To Taylor ham?
Hell yeah.
I like
So
bacon,
when
too.
you go to the bagel shop, you say, and you want that sandwich, you say, give me a salami, egg, and cheese?
No, I never
With
said
and then they go,
that I
and then when
have
they go, salt,
salami
pepper, ketchup,
with
salt, pepper,
egg.
ketchup, you
Salt,
say,
pepper, ketchup?
yes.
Salt, pepper, ketchup? I just want
Listen,
the
they never
the pepper and
remembered the ketchup. There's one person there
They
who
never remember the
who
ketchup?
certainly has a learning disability or audiological disorder because they never remember or receive.
There's something to remember.
when
They're
I
making it
say
right there and
ketchup.
They ask you if you want salt, pepper, ketchup. And they don't put the ketchup on? Is that what you're telling me?
Not all
burn
of
this
them.
place to the ground.
There's
It's a fucking travesty.
the baker has an issue where he doesn't remember.
And the butcher and the candlestick maker are also fumbling.
Hey, look, Philly cheesesteaks and bottle flipping.
What's up with this bottle flipping? I don't understand this. This is
Well,
the dumbest fucking shit
I
I've ever
think what's
seen in my
happened
goddamned life.
Is that everyone has a phone, and so just the basic
Oh,
act
what
of
can we
flipping
do?
a bottle has now become like if
People
they
have
discover
fucking
yo-yos,
orgasms watching it. Who fucking cares? Yeah! Oh, wow! That plastic that is ruining the environment was split.
heroes. You could be. That's the song that
Well,
plays.
but Jonathan Banks, what were you just sniffing?
lavender.
Wow!
Jonathan Banks brought some lavender from his garden.
From Boss's Garden. He raided Boss's Garden.
Yeah, he made a pit stop there.
I
indeed.
steal
Well,
in the
before
night.
we wrap this madness up, where we've barely discussed the episode, I have a...
Well, obviously the
I have
episode was
something for you.
fantastic. That's,
Oh, the episode was incredible.
It was a. I mean, just watch the fucking show. Like, what are we going to tell
What are
you?
you doing?
Like,
Stop
we're-
listening to us.
We're going to convince you not to.
How
watch
about
it?
the end? Did you think that Jimmy was
Saul Goodman?
serious? Do you think he
Oh, yeah.
was serious when he was talking about
No,
his
I don't.
brother?
No.
I did.
Really?
I bought it.
Oh! You mean while it was happening? Yes,
Yeah.
I did think at that point, but then after, I wasn't surprised that it was all an act. But I thought he
Oh,
sold
yeah.
it perfectly.
But
But
during.
what a perfect encapsulation of what Saul Goodman is, and how Kim's responding to it is perfect. Because
Yeah.
he's become that ultimate con guy. He's just gonna.
I don't think she likes it.
No, she hates it. He's becoming Saul Goodman.
Oh, I got the fucking hiccups now.
See, we need at least one more season because we need Bill Burr to show up.
Well, they did.
I need to see Bill
They
Burr.
renewed for season 5 in July. Fuck!
To get hiccups.
It's because I've been laughing too much. I've been taking in too much air.
All right, well, what's this thing? Do you need me to do
Hold
it?
on, I got the goddamn hiccups. No, you can't do it. You got to participate.
Okay. What do you do if you're a game show host and you get the hiccups?
If I'm a game show host, I don't think I would be on air laughing like crazy and guzzling vodka.
Oh, Alex Trebek.
Hold on, talk amongst just keep talking about the episode. Give me 2 minutes
Alright.
here.
Well, Mr. Banks,
I was duped. I thought he was serious about his brother.
well, don't you guys have a table read of the script? You know what's going to happen.
I like to skip certain elements to
And
keep
hold your
it
ears, plug your
interesting.
ears when other actors are talking.
It
Jonathan
keeps
Banks,
it-
can I-
My
Look
storyline
how corny
isn't related
this
to
Walking Dead-
Jimmy's.
Look at this Walking Dead commercial.
It's pretty fucking awful.
Look how corny this is becoming.
I've
this looks horrible.
tried to discuss it with the
Are they trying to get the
producers
This Is
at
Us crowd?
AMC. It's pretty ridiculous. And
Oh, This Is
pathetic
Us with
and
zombies.
Sad.
This is us with a Z.
It's
I would
pretty
watch that.
awful.
This is us.
I don't understand.
It's they're all zombies though.
I
There's
don't.
no story.
I don't understand how you mess up a simple concept like zombies.
Well, you don't have to bother trying to understand because it's happening before your very eyes.
you know the
Why is there a framed picture of Negan? With
The-
Why are they staring at the camera with a sunset like he was about to blow me? Get the hell out of here.
I'm always blown at sunset.
The real zombies are the people who watch it.
Why do I have hiccups now? It's the worst possible timing.
He's about to do his
All right.
15-minute long speech on carnivorous
No,
plants.
Take the dick out of your mouth.
Where'd that dick come from? It's just a sentient
brought it with
floating
me.
dick.
Oops.
Oh, and also we got Gabriel, right? Is that his name?
Gale.
Gail.
Gail Bennett.
And you see how he's brought into the lab.
Eating something will help.
Have some hiccup juice.
I got a granola bar in here.
A what?
Granola bar?
Granola bar.
Make sure there's no granola. That's a terrible carbohydrate.
Well, should I talk about my thing while you
Yeah, I
fight your
gotta eat
hiccups?
something though. Here,
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
So the other day I texted you guys because I feel it's very obvious that we are blacklisted on YouTube, and we're not sure what direction to go with this. Obviously, we're not going to stop doing videos, but you have to remember our history. Our channel started with the name "Shooting the Shit," with the word "shit." Just that definitely didn't help. Also, we curse a lot, and
Fuck yeah.
I guess that's a bad thing. So it all comes down to, like, obviously we're not ad friendly. So what's happening, I never noticed it, but I did notice it when I logged in to YouTube on another computer, just as an average user, not signed into anything. And if you search for us, it really doesn't show up until like page 20 or something. And now, I don't know if that means we're blacklisted. I think blacklisted is just a term because YouTube doesn't explain anything as to how the algorithm works and why we don't show up. But it's fairly obvious that when we put up a video, we get the views we get, and then from that point on, there's never any growth. Which to me is saying we're not showing up in recommended, we're not being found in search results. When Cass put up his montage of his cartoons, and us,
Cass Vandermeer.
Cass Van de Pol, great channel, follow him. He does also cartoons. Always support YouTube cartoonists.
Vandermeer.
Always support YouTube animators because doing that is the hardest thing. And
Who the fuck is Vandermeer?
some character in a book.
Cass Vandermeer. Who's that?
Cass
Shut
Van de
up.
Pol. So when he did the video, that helped us a lot. That actually got us like almost 200 subs. But that's when people go into his stuff, and he would put us in the description and blah blah blah. But it's very obvious that we're just not showing up. Like, we've been around for years and we can't even break 1,000 subs, and we're not complaining about it. Really, it's just like we don't know. We would like the growth, So we don't know if we should do a new channel.
I'm pretty upset for you guys.
Yes,
Thank you, Jonathan Banks.
Thank you for supporting the smaller
Yeah,
channels on
Jonathan
YouTube.
Banks supports us.
Yes. How come you're not
Somebody's
subscribed,
got to do it.
So just let us know in the comments if we started doing stuff on a new channel, just to see what happens. Maybe doing some side stuff on a new channel.
Maybe
skipping over.
iTunes is the way to go.
Yeah, but I kind of like the immediacy of YouTube and the video elements and.
Yeah, definitely.
True that.
Because iTunes, you can put up 50 podcasts and then you just go to the comments and it's just broad comments on like the overall podcast.
It's a monopoly.
So, I guess I'm just asking the inventor what he would like to see.
We need a couple more subs so we can see if our videos generate ad revenue.
Oh, our
And-
videos now, Jonathan Banks? Now
he
it's
comes on
our
one
videos?
show and thinks he owns
Very
a joint.
presumptuous
Hold
of you.
In
on.
here like he's
Once your new video is posted, unless it has anything that is flaggable, if it does not, the YouTube algorithm will automatically make it not monetized for certain advertisers, and this
Well, we can't
takes
even have
about
ads
15
until we get
minutes
to
for
1,000.
new videos.
Yeah, we don't have ads.
Once
anyway.
you
We used to
get
have ads.
once
Yeah.
you
Like,
get to
but depending on
1,000
that Monster
viewers,
Mountain
then you could see if this takes place with your new videos, and we can't do that
What are you saying?
until we reach the number
What is we?
1,000. Help us reach
You're getting
1,000.
hiccups again, Jonathan Banks. I like how he
Please.
I like how he thinks he's a part of this every day.
So this is the homework. Tell us what you think we should do. Because I have a basic idea what to do. I was talking with my brother.
What was he? Make a new channel?
He suggests doing...
I said, like, my thinking was make a new channel. I'm
It
back.
won't
My
work.
hiccups are gone for now. Make a new channel, and then we can post some of the stuff that we've done, because we have over 400 videos that we've posted on this channel.
Hours.
600?
I think it's 400.
400?
And they're
Okay.
long. They're not 20
Jonathan
minutes.
knows.
My brother,
Jonathan knows.
my brother was telling me that too. He says, like, why are your videos like an hour long? I was like, well, we talk for an hour. He's like, why don't you break it up into parts and more people? And I'm like, I guess, but I feel like it would be so
If
messy.
I was watching on YouTube, I wouldn't want to do that. That's the
yeah,
thing.
because it
I mean,
would just
it's
be
one
annoying.
thing if it's like 5 hours. Like we have the one side quill,
Long
with, like, Bubba
form
Grimwald,
discussion
where
is
that's
helpful.
fucking
That's
epically
3.5
long.
hours, but
now
I
that's
want-
okay to break up,
Yeah.
and we're doing the Bramble Downs now, and I try and edit those to like about 40
Yeah.
minutes or so, because otherwise it's too short. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't get it's. You lose something.
And also, I would be like going nuts editing it because I would be like, where do I stop the first 15 minutes?
yeah.
Like, in the middle of Dexter talking about a penis?
natural. You got to look for a natural place to stop.
Yeah, it's
So,
just hard. It's just easier to do the whole thing,
Yeah.
put it up.
Yeah. But anyway,
And then my brother also said be more niche, like we were just watching the marble
one
racing.
thing that we
YouTube
want to
channel.
do, and Snoozer, my brother is on board. Basically he owns every Dreamcast game,
Mm-hmm.
the entire catalog, and with the exception of one version of this game, Ready to Rumble. And he
Ready
has
to Rumble.
multiple Dreamcast systems with all different kinds of stuff attached to them. Anyway, because we had a Dreamcast when Dreamcast first came out,
You had a
my
Dream.
family had got one.
Right.
Yeah, I have a Dreamcast. That's offensive.
Horrible.
And anyway, and he became obsessed with it. And it is a good system, but it's a very niche kind of thing because it's not.
I meant more niche. In
even
terms,
more niche than that.
Yeah, like the
Like
marble.
the marble racing
the
guy.
marble racing guy. That's a niche.
Yeah, right, Jonathan Banks.
Look up Marble Olympics on YouTube. That guy.
Oh, Jonathan
found a
is
niche.
on his phone. He's done. He's had it. I think.
No, but I think also-
Jonathan has to leave. I think.
also a
even.
big part is that we have the low subs, and see this. I'm only assuming we're blacklisted. It could just be we suck and no one watches us.
That's
but
what's most likely.
but I think also once we break the barrier of a certain sub, then you start becoming more relevant to the algorithm.
Maybe.
Yeah, but again, this is all stupid and frustrating because YouTube doesn't explain it, and it's all automated by computers to the point where, like, even
Yeah.
a game company the other day put up a trailer for their new game, and the computer copyrighted the video, took it down on behalf of them.
Oh my
Like that's
god!
there's no human eyes
Yeah,
watching
that's
YouTube.
insane.
It's all automated, and they
That's
never want to
nuts.
fix anything.
Yeah.
There's one constant problem I have where if I upload a video, I want to just instantly put it to the playlist.
Yeah.
There's a little drop down, but sometimes you'll hit the drop down menu, and it's just a
Yeah.
loading screen for an hour, and never
Yeah,
goes away.
because that's the thing. There's like no playlists like make no sense on any channel.
yeah.
Like there's no. It's all
There's just a
fucked up.
lot of
It's
little
all fucked
things.
up.
that I-
Oh, it hides all the playlists. You look at our playlists,
Jonathan Banks?
He's back.
and you have to click
Yeah.
all playlists or some stupid bullshit.
very-
When it says created playlists and it's not all the playlists, you have to select all the playlists.
Yeah, it's very tricky
It's
to find stuff.
fucking retarded.
It is very. Yeah, it is very.
Hard
But anyway,
R.
Jonathan, I think you have to. I think you have a meeting coming up about the next season, right?
I'm gonna
Better Call
cancel.
Saul? Oh, you're canceling. Okay, I was trying to do you a
Shooting
favor.
this shit is more
I was trying
important.
to do you a favor, and
I got a text from
This
boss.
is
He might have been
more
heading back soon.
important.
all right.
I'm all on board with this enterprise.
Well,
Okay.
I think that.
Oh, my brother also said that the name is stupid.
Well,
Yes,
if we did a new channel and kind of like transferred ourselves. To
I was
a
just
new
thinking
channel, we would
Dexter,
do a
Oxnard,
different
and
name.
Boss. That's the name of the channel.
A dog.
I like that.
Yeah, but Dob, that could be
Hello,
anything.
Dobby.
Dicks on Billy.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's immediately where my mind
Boogan
went. Billy
Blogan.
and having his dicks on them.
Just make a channel called Hoog and Blow.
Yeah, that
that
is
would
very
work.
hard to find. How do you
Unique.
spell that?
It's unique.
Blugan.
No, it's Hoogen.
Yeah.
Bloogen. Hoog and
Obviously.
B-L-O-G.
Oh, see, no, there's see,
Blow.
see-
Bloogen.
What's that, Jonathan
one.
Banks? What's that, Jonathan?
Boogan Blogan, not Hoogan Blogan.
I think Jonathan
can blow
Banks would know.
Blogen,
Yes.
not two O's.
Come on, Oxnard. Come on.
All right, so
Anyway.
what's this thing, Dexter, you're
All
going to
right.
do?
I don't know if Jonathan wants to play or if Boss wants to play.
Jonathan will play.
All right. So, I was at
My
work.
throat really scratches.
I was trying to say maybe Jonathan should take a break, and Boss was on his way over, but apparently Jonathan wants to stay.
Oh,
so
I
tough
just got
it
a text from
out.
Boss. He ran his car into a ditch.
I ran him
He's being
over with my
pursued by a
car.
pack
he
of
was drunk on
Coyotes.
New Amsterdam gin, and he ran into a
He got
ditch.
some of that Grand Canyon Ale.
So anyway, my one boss also teaches a class. It's like a math class. It's not anything. It's not like a hard math class, but she was doing this problem-solving thing.
She hot?
I'm not going to talk about that right now, which means the answer is yes. No. So anyway, it's
What is this?
so it's like it was like a book, like a math book, but they had like these kind of word
Are you going
problems
to ask
in
us
it.
math questions
No,
on
no,
a podcast?
you don't need to know math. It's more of a problem-solving thing. But I
Okay.
thought it was interesting, and she asked me to do the test to solve this problem, and I thought it would be just interesting to do to see how you guys do with this.
What's with all the
same
folders?
test. So this is part of the problem. So I'm going to explain everything here. Okay. So I have 3 envelopes here. Okay.
Okay.
3 envelopes contain a total of 6 bills. Okay? 1 envelope contains 2 $10 bills, 1 contains 2 $20 bills, and the third contains 1 $10 bill and 1 $20 bill. A label is on each envelope, and it indicates the sum of money in one of the other envelopes. Okay? It's possible to select one envelope, see one bill in that envelope, and then state the contents of all the envelopes. So which envelope should you choose? Okay? So now I have 3 envelopes here. One says $40.
Is the money in there?
Yeah, I wrote bills in here. I wrote, and I'm going to help. I'm going to be like an assistant, because you can pick one of these 3 envelopes.
What does this have to do with Better Call Saul?
No, it has nothing to do with Better Call Saul.
Okay.
What are you? Why are you now complaining? Does this have anything to do with Better Call? We've been talking for 2 hours.
No,
10 minutes of our
I'm not
conversation has had to do with Better Call Saul. You're reading. Your thumb is over, Jonathan. Your thumb is over the problem that you want to read. So I hold in my hand 3 envelopes. One says $40 on it. One says $30 on it. The other says $20 on it.
Okay.
There's 2 bills in each envelope. One has 2 10s. One has 2 20s. One has 1
10 and a
10
20.
and 1 20. Okay? Now it's possible to select one of these envelopes, look at one of the bills in it, and determine what's in each envelope. Okay? So now which envelope are you going to pick? Okay? And now, it's a problem-solving thing. And so there's not like one necessarily like specific way. Yes, exactly. Figure it out.
Obviously, the one that's 20 is not the one that has the two tens.
And now you can look. Now, when you want to pick one, let me know, and I'll slide one bill. I put the two bills in each one of these things, and I'll show you which one. Not real money. No, it's computer paper that I cut in half.
Punch you out and run off to Wendy's.
So Jonathan Banks he's got his thinking face, or is he watching this this bad movie?
I can do this off the bat. The one that says 20 obviously doesn't have two tens, and the one that says 40 doesn't have the two 20s. Correct? Because they say each one that's written is what the other envelopes have, right?
Yeah, it says a label on each envelope indicates the sum of money in one of the other envelopes.
So the 41, that's already now you cut that in half. So that the one that has $40 on it either has the 10 and the 20 on it, or the two tens.
Whatever you say. I'm not going to say anything.
I'm going to say.
Letting you
doesn't writing the value on each envelope give it away?
No,
because it's telling you the value of the other envelope.
It's saying that the $40.
So that's what I was saying, Jonathan.
The $20 is a value that's in a different envelope.
So if it has 40 on it, it's not the one with the two 20s. One of the other ones has the two 20s.
So if this one says 40, that means that there's $40 in one of the other two envelopes.
Yeah.
Right.
So this one is either the one with the 120 and the 110 or the two 10s.
I would.
So now, do either of you want to select an
envelope? I was going to say pick the 31.
I need to think a moment.
Because if you pick the 31, that's obviously one that's either 10 or 20. So no, actually that doesn't help at all. Yeah, but then it's still a 50-50 shot if you do pick the one that has the 110 and the 120, because it's a 50-50 chance you might pull out a 10 or a 20. So, and there's a definite solution to this?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it says it's possible.
Okay.
To pick one of the envelopes, look at one of the bills in it, and then determine what's in every envelope.
I think there's like a common denominator thing going on here, and you maybe picking the 41, discarding that one, and then seeing what the two bills are in the 20. Am I close at all?
I'm not going to say. You got to pick. you guys got to pick.
Well,
one.
Jonathan, what do you think?
Oh my God, he had a stroke.
It's like the fucking Terminator.
We killed Jonathan Banks. He'll never act again.
Here's my logical solution.
You guys, keep in mind you haven't looked in one of the envelopes yet. That may
but I think
may help you determine something.
I'm allowed to look
in one.
Were you listening to when I?
I'm allowed to take $1 from one of them.
No. Look, first of all, I'm going to do it. No, here. Look, I'll read the problem again. Okay, you weren't listening, Jonathan.
You said pull one bill from one of the envelopes. Yes. I'm trying to choose which one.
So you can. So you can pick one of them. Look at one of the bills. I'll show it to you, and then that can allow you to figure out what is in every envelope.
I'm trying to decide which envelope I want to pick from.
I'm going to say
do you have an
so
idea of which
I
one you
have decided.
Okay, Jonathan's decided
that
I was going to open the 41.
Okay, Oxnard said the 41. Which one do you say, Jonathan?
That I would need to open either one that says 40 or one that says
because
20.
If it's,
one that says 30 is pointless.
Okay.
Yes.
So here, all right. So then, would you guys
Let's open the 40?
Open the 40? Are you okay with that, Jonathan?
Either the 40 or the 20 is fine.
All right,
so if he opens a 40 and there's a 10 in here, you know.
I'm opening the 40 envelope and I'm choosing one of the
Hurry
bills.
up.
And it's a 20.
So that one is the one
that has
with
a 10
two
and a
20s.
No. That's the one with the 10 and the 20 in it.
We picked the 40. Oh, yes. So that's the one with the 10 and the 20.
Yes, that's it.
And
so now all right, so you say
one
now
of
the 40
these,
there's a 10 and the 20.
Yeah,
so now what's in the 20 and what's in the 30?
The one with the 10 and the 20.
this is the one with the 10s.
tens.
No, the tens.
Tens?
And then this is the one with the 20s.
Yes.
So the one with the tens is the $30 envelope.
Simple solution
And the one with the 20s
for
is the $20
simple
envelope.
I would say, yeah.
problems.
All right, let's see. So what was in the $40 envelope? We know there
The
was
10
one
and
20.
the 20.
The 10 and the 20.
Nice.
We did it.
What was in the $20 envelope? Now, what'd you say was in here?
The two 20s.
Two 20s.
220s.
Two 20s.
Nice.
And that means...
He pulls out a gun.
You're both dead! That there were two 10s and the $30 envelope.
Nice.
Now, what's interesting... See, this is what I like about this problem. Is that the answer is actually to pick the $30 envelope.
I was thinking picking the odd number
Because
one.
what happens is...
Not the odd number one, the 3.
If so, you look in the $30 envelope, right, and you pull out a 10 because there's two 10s in here, and you know that there's the other key part is the number on the envelope indicates
Another
an amount in another envelope, so
Right.
you know that there cannot be $30 in here. So if
Right.
there's a 10 in here, you know that it's the other 10.
Okay.
So that's what informs your decision on the other ones.
Okay, but I think we did pretty good doing it.
Oh, you know,
otherwise.
but you figured you got it right.
Okay.
But it's interesting that you got there in a different way. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like the conventional, the answer that the test wants you to give is the $30 envelope. But you
Right.
still got it right, even though you went about it in a different method. So that's what is cool about that. What the fuck is this?
This is the wall.
The wall?
I actually wanted to see this because it looked
What's
so
that? Is that
bad,
Jet Li?
Aren't you
And
in this
Matt
movie?
Damon?
but also so crazy.
Yeah, Matt Damon, Jing Tian, Pedro Pascal, William Dafoe, Andy Lau, Han Yu Zhang.
William Dafoe really made a poor decision.
Well,
So anyway, I got a whole bunch of these questions that I can do if
You can do it every
in the
week
future,
if you want.
If you want, but the problem is I don't know. I know the answers to them, but I don't know how to arrive at those answers. This was the one that I knew how to do.
can't you just ask her?
Well, I have the answer, but even my boss doesn't even know like all the
Oh.
answers, like because she has to
Well,
she
look
has
it
to
up.
remember herself.
Look it up online.
And some of them are crazy. For example, here's one that we can do for the next time.
What the fuck is this movie?
Crazy lizard things.
Awesome.
But here, this is how complicated they get, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This one is called Pick a Card, Any Card.
Okay.
This is one I want to do, because I thought it was good. 3 face cards from an ordinary deck of playing cards lie face down in a horizontal row and are arranged such that immediately to the right of a king is a queen, or 2 queens. Immediately to the left of a queen is a queen, or 2 queens. Immediately to the left of a heart is a spade, or 2 spades. And immediately to the right of a spade is a spade, or 2 spades. Name the 3 cards in order. Huh?
King, Queen, Jack, Spade.
That's 4 cards, John.
And you didn't say the suits.
Yeah. Anyway, that's one to think about, and we'll talk about it next time we are together.
I think it lends itself perfectly to a podcast.
Math questions?
See you next time.
Well, we'll see what
Jonathan,
we're doing next time.
you have to leave?
I need to go drink more.
Are you gonna go kill some cops who killed your son?
No, I'm gonna go bug Walter.
Bug Walter, who
Bug
is
him?
still alive. Is that a little spoiler?
Whoopsie daisy.
Oh, you heard it here first, folks, from Jonathan Banks himself.
No, there is that theory that
Yeah,
Walter
I know.
White didn't die.
What's his name?
Too bad you're
blanking on the actor's name
blacklisted.
suddenly. What?
Brian.
Just tell me. Why are you going to throw up?
Brian.
Williams.
Cran-
The newsman.
Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, he
Tired,
said
John? All right.
Another big yawn from Jonathan Banks. Anyway, this was the finale of Better Call Saul.
Season 4?
Was
I
it?
hope you enjoyed it. We loved it, but we barely discussed it, but we had a great time.
Yeah. No,
That's
we
what
talked
it's
about
all
it. We
about.
talked about the highlights.
We did talk about it.
Yeah.
I loved this episode.
What was your
loved the
favorite
series.
moment of the season?
I think Lalo is 20% rat.
20% rat.
The way he shimmied up that vent is incredible.
I think I like the montage of Jimmy and Kim over that 8-month period.
Oh yeah.
That was a highlight. That's the one thing I remember. I loved when Jonathan Banks, when your character Mike Ehrmantraut, he was in the meeting and he calls out the guy who's just making up bullshit. The guy,
yeah, that was hilarious. I think this episode or the one before this one may have been my favorite one of the season.
I like the fuck you, Jimmy.
My favorite scene.
Oh, what about they're coming back? Hamlin McGill. He's got his confidence back.
Yeah.
My favorite
Yes,
scene
Jonathan,
was when Frank dismisses the doctor because he wants Salamanca to suffer.
What about the scene with Lalo and Fring? That was good.
That was
too.
good. Yeah.
No.
We saw all the personalities of
Jonathan
Frank.
says no, sorry. Matt Damon's got long hair in this movie, and it's terrible looking. This movie looks like a piece of shit. I can't wait to watch it from beginning to end. Well, I think that's it.
Well, let us, again, leave comments and let us know, of all the things we were talking about, what show we should talk about next.
Watch Bramble Downs.
The Bramble Downs are going to keep coming.
That's
going to
keep
be going
coming
on for
out.
the next
That's a
few
long
weeks.
series.
We'd like to talk about something new.
I think it's going to be at least 20 episodes.
And then Game of Thrones comes back 2019, right? Spring?
I think it's the spring or summer of 2019. yeah.
Okay. And also games.
Oh, we're going to do some... I mean, I know we're going to do some Let's Plays.
Yeah.
You know, we'll be active in some capacity.
Depending on what's going on with the Witcher series on Netflix, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I can't follow anymore because it just got annoying.
What's the point? Just wait for it to come out.
Yeah, just wait for it to come out.
Watch it, and if it's bad, it's bad.
Finishing up the books. I mean, it's funny. I was rereading the first book and I forgot how awesome
The novel or the
first
short story?
the short stories.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just great, man. It's a great fan. Like, it's definitely D&D, like super serious D&D kind of stuff. Like the last story, he's fighting a genie. It sounds ridiculous, but it's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
And they talk about how genies work. They're called djinns, DJINN.
The Jins.
And there's different kinds. There's
Jonathan knows all about these.
there's fire djinns and there's earth djinns.
Have you played a genie in your past, in your career?
I actually enjoy Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, really?
And
You should play with us. You know, Boss is usually our DM, but I think you should DM for us.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I say we kick
I
Boss
can't
out.
but
really
isn't
do that many voices.
That is true.
Isn't
You
that
can't- you know,
similar?
that's not your thing.
Isn't that similar, Jonathan, as a D&D expert? The genies in D&D is the same thing. It's like they come from like a fire plane. They come from another dimension, basically. And in The
How they
Witcher,
get trapped in them lamps?
it's just something.
There's
but,
not really lamps.
Yeah, you can trap them in anything, in a vase or something. But they're very angry, and like what people in The Witcher, like sorcerers, like this one famous sorcerer we learn about. He was able to move a mountain because it obstructed his view of something he wanted to see. And it's rumored that he had an earth genie. And so what they do is they basically imprison these genies and through them, because they have a direct connection to this other plane where magic is very powerful. They can use the genie as like a vessel to
It's like a multiverse thing?
Well-
like gravity, like the thing is like gravity
Yeah,
leaks into our universe
that's
from
why-
another universe where gravity's like super duper strong.
Yeah, like The Last Wish wasn't the first book he wrote, but it's the first one that chronologically takes place, and
Yeah.
that's where he really explains a lot of where the monsters come from, like ghouls and like the monsters that eat like corpses and stuff. They're actually
Yeah.
from another.
They talk about that in the Blood of Elves too, like like the ghoul, the ghoul.
Oh yeah, when
stuff.
they're teaching Siri.
When they're teaching Siri.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So
To
yeah, I'm getting all the
my
books mixed
to
up.
my best recollection, in the Forgotten Realms, the Djinn,
Yes, Jonathan.
the Djinn is also related to the Onis, which
there's
are
Onis.
evil spirits,
Yeah.
and their origin is unknown.
I was talking with Boss. Remember, there's like a difference between demons and devils.
I know actually that Boss actually really enjoys Onis.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How do you know that?
It's just a fun fact.
Oh, but you know this fun fact? What, he tweeted at you?
I listen to the YouTube channel
Oh,
a
you
lot.
do. See, you
Even
said
though
you
it's
didn't.
really
You cursed
difficult
at
to
me when I
search
asked you
for
about
it
before, but
because it's blacklisted.
Right.
well,
Well,
anyway.
boss, if you're listening to this later, sorry you missed Jonathan Banks. He's got to get going.
You've been replaced.
He's a real treat.
He's been replaced.
He's a delight. You've been replaced.
Holy
You've
shit.
heard it here.
All right,
Sorry,
war-
boss.
war's been declared.
But fuck you.
Fuck you.
Anyway,
That was winner. Season
Suck
finale.
it.
Better Call
great
Saul season 4.
season from a great series, and I enjoyed every episode.
I
Yeah.
actually
the
enjoyed
only thing I can honestly say
drinking
that
with you guys.
I didn't like
Thank you, John.
during the course of the entire show is Nacho's like trying to drop the pills into the jacket. That just seemed like overly complicated, and he was just doing something that should be easy in a really dumb way. That's the only thing I can look at and go
Yeah.
like, oh, nah.
I feel like Nacho was kind of missing from this season a lot.
I hated how he terribly got rid of the
Well,
pills.
they set him up. He's stuck in a position now. So
It
he's set
was
up for
so
next season.
easy to
Oh, yeah,
get
no.
rid of them in a better way.
Yeah.
Max Brooks.
What?
It's a story by Max Brooks. He
Well,
wrote
he's
the
like
wall.
he teaches at like a war college,
Oh, okay.
so that might have been why he was associated
So
with this.
the
With
green
this,
lizard
Great
monsters
Wall.
attack the
No,
wall
but in terms of like maybe like he was a consultant in terms of like tactics or something. I don't
against
fucking
green
know.
lizard giants.
I don't know. I'm just. I don't know why I'm even trying to answer for Max Bree. He can fucking answer himself. Being
Well, he
part of
might
this
be on the
piece
show
of
next
shit.
week.
Yeah. We'll have Max. We'll study what he sounds like and then have him on.
Yeah. It would be hilarious if we could get like a random celebrity just on, and not
Jeff
like
Goldblum
yeah,
shows
like
up.
not announce it, just like he sits on my
No
couch.
one would believe it.
Yeah, but we don't even like make a big deal about it. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
just came by.
Whatever.
I think
Bill
I can get,
Pullman was here. So what?
pretty sure I can get Joey Fatone.
I'm Mike Hermantrout.
We
I
start with
hope
him.
you enjoyed
Tony Danza.
this discussion.
It's me, Tony Danza. I'm here on STS Enterprises.
D&D?
Oh,
Goodbye.
man.
Oh, Jonathan's leaving. All right. Well, see you guys.
All right,
and on behalf of Boss, I say adieu. He loves French. He's studying it.
I'm Oxnard.
I'm Dexter. Oh, Jonathan returned.
I'm Jonathan Banks, who plays Michael Hermantrout.
Hermantrout.
Better Call
You
Saul.
heard it here. Remember, this was the episode where you learn that it's actually Herman Trout. Tell your friends.
Xanadu.
Tell Grandma.
Mamma
right?
mia.
Your aunties.
Who
Who knew?
Who knew?
Mamma mia.
Goodbye.
Oh
Oh, yeah, ABBA. That famous Australian
La
group.
la la, na,
Oh,
na,
well,
na, na,
let's form
na,
a singing
na,
group
na,
and we'll
na.
call ourselves ABBA.
Yes.
We're ABBA?
Yes.
ABBA?
Yes.
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 Oh, no.
Jintian.
Anyway, goodbye forever. But
Forever.
until next week.
All right. Goodbye.